Not the recording.
That's the part. All right. So while the remainder of everybody logs into Roll20, um, we're back in the Fortress of Threshold as you guys wend your way through the building, waiting for whatever counterattack. Surely you think they must know you're here by now. You remember that the demons inside the prison area, you could hear them when you came down, you could hear them talking about what was going to happen and that the people from Dresden were here and that kind of stuff. You know that Areelu Vorlesh is somewhere in the complex. You have destroyed Karamzada, but so they know that they're facing a battle, a pretty significand battle, and they know you're coming. They probably know you're in the building. They
Oh no, we've
probably are
been so
aware that
stealthy.
there are monkey boys in the complex. What'd you say?
We've been super stealthy.
With all the
Yeah,
explosions and
hope
whatnot?
I hope they're
yes.
they're waiting they're
Well,
waiting
they
their
were
little
stealthy
demon.
explosions.
I
Yeah,
hope
the
they're wetting
quiet ones.
their little demon lederhosen, knowing we're coming for them.
They know.
Oh,
So you got
they're
to figure
coming!
they're probably regrouping somewhere. They're probably planning some stuff out. They're probably laying in wait. Areelu Vorlesh probably has her guys getting, preparing defensive positions. They know you're here. They know you're coming. They know well, at least Areelu Vorlesh probably has a pretty good idea of what you plan to do or
You know,
try to do.
in Rogue One where when Darth Vader shows up, that's what I want. I wanted the same hallway scene except with Fletcher in the front there, playing the part of Darth
With the
Vader.
music. Dun,
Yeah,
dun,
they're
dun,
all like
dun,
lining up,
dun,
like we
dun.
got him, here they come, and then like, hello, I'm Fletcher. I'll be your murderer tonight. That extra Glabrezu claw just like clacking him,
Yeah, we're gonna get him
menacingly.
a single set of castanets for that claw.
Yeah.
He's like a Spanish dancer of death. All right, so yeah, so you guys, so we're not in the initiative right now. You guys are sort of wandering around. On one hand, you guys, there's several of you are still in the prison area, and inside that area, you were talking with the obviously devilish creature who's speaking in infernal, that kind of stuff. The rest of the prisoners you have basically just summarily executed to put them out of their misery, which was significant. They were dealing with
Uh,
significant misery.
Not all of them.
We did release one.
I did release their lycanthrope.
Yeah, he's out. I mean, so what was I mean, did you make a deal with him, that kind of stuff? Because lycanthropes are not always considered to be, the finest of humans.
Yep.
We
We,
made a
we,
deal that we wouldn't kill him at this exact moment.
we're
That's a
letting
hell of
him
a deal.
go out in his own recognizance, but he's like, "Hey, I need some help out of here." And I'm like, "Well, I think somebody's trying to make a separate deal with demons, and then not
We're
Flatcry,
not
not the
leaving yet.
Paladin was making a deal with the demon, to take the lycanthrope with him. And I'm sure if I was the little werewolf dude, I'd be like, I'm gonna walk." But
Well, so there's the thing. He can't walk, right? I mean, even if he gets up, I mean, you could probably get him
we
upstairs
hit
on
him.
the
We
roof.
remember we hit him with like 3 or 4. I hit him with cure moderate heals, 3 of them.
Yeah, I mean, he feels better. Yes, Gato, I know.
Okay.
I went through some notes. But also, but I mean, you guys could probably get him up on the top. Remember, Threshold is like a vertical fortress, right? And it's attached to the side of the world wound, and it's about 200 feet from the down from the edge, right? So it's really difficult to get to. This guy does not seem to. I mean, you can't really tell, but he doesn't seem to indicate that he has any special powers or anything other than
You can
being a
join this fellow.
lycanthrope.
Show up
How's
as
he going to
unwilling
climb a
participants.
200-foot cliff on the world wound to get out of this thing? And then once he does that, he's in the city of Iz, which is in turmoil right now. I mean, you
Okay.
realize the city after the death of Karamzada, all of the demons in the city are going ape shit.
We tell him if he climbs up to the top of this thing really, really fast, the green dragons still might be in earshot, and he can call them and see if they'll come back and get him.
The Black Dragons?
Oh yeah, the black dragons too.
Seems a
Yeah,
little snappy, Mike.
that sounds like a great plan.
Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, Black Dragons tend to be hungry most of the time, and I don't think that they would. I don't think that they would be finicky about whether or not somebody
I'm just
is a
providing options
lycanthrope or
for
not.
him. I didn't say there were good options. I'm just options.
No, there's
He could
not
join
very
us
good
and join us. What's his assist roll on rolling for these incredibly insane numbers we have to roll?
Yeah.
Well, he is an NPC, so he's going to be almost virtually worthless from a
Useless,
combat
yes.
standpoint. Yeah. So, I mean, I think you should take that into
But
account.
from
I
a
think
from
a
a
skill challenge is coming up.
skill
and-
challenge.
Can he pick locks?
How many skills does he have that's like better than like 30 or
Are
40?
you saying that he can roll better than Lothar or worse than Lothar? That's what we want to know.
I don't.
I
No,
don't
I don't
think
think
it
that he's
takes
going to have
much
the
to
cast.
roll better than Lothar.
That's what I'm saying. He can be a Lothar's
The
assistant.
old days. The new Lothar, he's been great.
I
The
could
new
have
Lothar is kind of a
First
badass.
year was bad.
I could have plus 35 and I'm gonna roll 37. Let's be honest.
Well, he doesn't have any skills like that. I mean,
Can he add
okay.
+2 or +4 to any rolls we do?
I mean, he'll be honest with you. One of the reasons that he's here is because he was captured in the city of Iz, and because of his lycanthropy, he heals quickly, right? So he's a great subject for torture because you torture him today. If you don't kill him, he's back tomorrow, right? You know, that kind of stuff. And I mean, while he's not 100%, you know, unlike a normal human, which is in some of the cases what they have here, he's a bit more resilient. But other than that, I mean, he's like, look, I just got caught here. I was captive, you know, I was captured. And he will tell you that he was a captive. He was in a crusader, band that were defeated and he was captured. And while he had kept his lycanthropy a secret from his comrades, the demons
Kind of
saw
like
right through
Gato
him.
kept his like evilness secret from his. Oh wait, he didn't keep that secret.
Evil.
Oh wait, he didn't keep that secret. Never mind. Sorry, my bad.
And we've dropped out of initiative. So
Mhm.
how many of the buffs are still active?
What?
Stone skin?
buffs? Yeah, Stone Skin's
Skin
still
lasts for a
active.
while.
Right.
Trying
So
to
we
look.
had protection from evil, and that was good for 18 minutes. I'm guessing that's gone.
That's probably gone. Yeah.
And we had
Cleaner
we had-
adaptation.
planar adaptation is still good.
that's good
Yeah,
for
that lasts
17
for hours.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stone Skin is still good, although most of you have had at least some damage to your Stone Skin. So don't get too. I mean, don't
Right.
pretend it's an unlimited thing.
Yeah.
Resist energy acid.
That's 17 hours.
Yep,
Okay.
that's still good. I
The
think that's it.
repel vermin was 180 minutes.
That's probably still good.
Okay.
Oh,
from-
the repel vermin's only on you, yeah.
yeah,
Still
yeah,
have
but I'm
fly
just
on, so when
I'm-
this thing falls off the cliff, that
He's
we have.
just showing off, Les.
well, I was trying to use it to get the vermin away so we could open doors.
I'm kidding.
And then the angelic aspect greater, is that gone?
How long does that last? That lasts a while.
I think it lasts minutes. Hang on, let me look that one up real quick.
I'm way ahead of you.
Because I can recast it.
Greater.
So I have it on there twice. I just
1
need
minute
to-
per level, so 18 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's probably still going. I mean, you guys haven't been. You've
But not
probably been
for
talking
long,
with these
right.
guys for about 10 minutes or so. So, depending, yeah, it's going to be around a little while longer, but
It doesn't have much left.
So we need to
right?
find someone to fight really fast while we're stuck up your buffs.
well, so that's what's going on in the prison. You guys, I mean, Gato, you and Bartos are standing right in front of the devil that's captured there. He's stuck in there. But you guys haven't. I don't know that you've come to a dispensation on him yet. In the meantime, Ilindar and Storm are
So-
down sort of in the south, and you
I
sort
was
of,
down there because I looted what's her name, but then I came back at the end of last time. I gave the wisdom item to Lothar, saying, "Here, this will help you out quite a bit."
the headband of wisdom.
Yes.
I'm not sure whether Keen Edge is still going too, Gordon. I wasn't.
Yeah, that lasts a long time.
And then if you guys are still talking to this guy, I'll be like, I'll probably look at. Yeah, Gato's closest. Say, does
180
that
minutes.
thing over there have anything useful on him?
So wait, who are you looking at?
I heard him looking at Gato.
I'm
What do you
pointing at
mean?
this creature.
Oh, that creature. Yeah. So you're talking
I
about
say,
this.
does he have anything good on him?
Talking about this guy here. Yeah, not really. I mean, so a lot of these demons, they're not carrying around They're not carrying around money or magic items. So demons largely are inherently magical. They have spell like supernatural abilities and that kind of stuff. So they're not really carrying a lot of magic items. These creatures, the creature you killed down there was like a person made of maggots, or worms or some sort of thing. So when you killed it, it sort of came apart, and then there was all these like worms, these sort of grub-like worms crawling all over the floor, and the things collapsed. But it had like a cloak on, boots, and that, and pouches and that kind of stuff. Now you did not go into the room, I don't think.
No, I'm not going to room without someone else, other people with me.
No, it's probably fine.
It's probably fine, yeah.
Yeah.
No, in fact, I was thinking about just clearing the rest of this floor just by myself.
No,
'cause,
when you say room, you mean, oh, the room south, you
To
mean?
the room to the south, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Now there
With all of
are
them.
doors that you guys have not checked out yet. Specifically this one. And oops, don't open that. I didn't mean to open that. So this one here and these two here. Now, I believe Bardos, correct me if I'm wrong, you went over to these over here and sort of like
listened,
but you didn't hear anything.
Yeah, that sounds right. I heard something in that one, I believe. I didn't hear anything here, but
I think it was the reverse. You heard what you thought might have been some whispering or talking at this one, but nothing over here.
Yeah. Let's go to the whispering door. Unless we want to check out this hallway or room that this chick was in.
Les, I assume when the werewolf's telling about his torture, because he's a fast healer, I'm assuming it's like the guy from Brooklyn Nine-Nine telling us about the ground rules. You ever seen that? It's like biting and kicking and scratching. That's on the table. like what if what's off limits? And he's like, oh, you want something real sick, huh? I'm into it.
I'm into it. Who was that guy?
He goes, don't even tell me. Surprise me. That's it's I forget. Dirty Randy from League.
He was in the Good Place too.
Yeah,
that actor. But I remember he was like, let me test the cocaine. And he's like, wow, I don't think that's right. I don't think it's cocaine. And he's like, I better test it again. And then, he's like taking these giant things. Oh yeah, I don't know. That's a funny show, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. All right. So
I put it in roll 20.
Put it in the thing? Okay, cool. So Bardos, you did hear what you thought might have been some talking, some whispering down behind this door, but nothing by these doors. You didn't hear anything.
Okay.
Jason Manzukis is his name. He's detective.
Okay. Like I said, we're gonna look down here where this chick came out of, or are we gonna go to the whispering door? Whoops. Go to the whispering door.
I don't think
I'm game. I'd like a fight. I want to go to the door with somebody behind it.
Okay, let's go to the whispering door then.
Fast. Ready to go.
Gato.
Start a fight.
Ew.
Gato, front and center.
Yeah, we need a tank up front. We need a tank up
front.
front.
Got a door that we need to make sure it's safe to go in and that we can get in it.
And why do you look wounded? Didn't you get healed?
I'm heavily wounded. I was healed slightly.
Ah.
Yeah, somebody heal that man.
You ready for me to open this door? I'm gonna back up as soon as I do.
Les, is there a reason I can't?
Yep, we're good.
You gotta open that door first.
Oh, did you unlock it? Check it for traps?
No, the door in that big one.
Yeah, go through the other side.
You have to open up that door before. Now come through.
That's clever. I like it.
Okay. So I'm gonna unlock this door and then back out.
Okay. The door is it takes Gato 2 to 3 seconds to get that door unlocked. It is now unlocked.
Okay.
Hey, Fletcher, you're up. Murder everything in there, and we'll come help you.
Are we going through the door to the south or to the doors to the west?
I just opened the one to the south.
This one right here.
Right, okay.
All right, going in. Ooh, it's a hallway.
All right, hold on a sec.
More doors.
All right, so yeah, so you go easy does it there, big boy. Um,
You want me to back up? I'll back up. There you go.
would you? That'd be nice. All right.
Are you
Okay.
trying to teach the barbarian subtlety? It's
Yeah,
not gonna work.
I would like that
Um,
if it would work. All right. So yeah, so you open up that door and you see basically a hallway, kind of going down there. You see a door at the end of the hallway, and another couple of doors, one to your right, one to your left. Give me a quick perception check. So for
Oof.
24. Okay, yeah, everything you don't see any people. Although you do see a single little white worm on the ground in front of you, sort of wriggling there. There's nothing there. Other than that, you don't see anything, but it's just like a little white grub-like worm. It's just sort of wiggling on the floor.
Is that what that tick was
Storm.
made of?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So when you guys, when you beat that one in the like that library area, yeah, when you were defeated, you thought, I mean, she was like human shaped, but when you looked at her, I mean, she was like made entirely out of these big fat white grubs that sort of wriggled, and it was pretty disgusting.
Description is disturbing me.
Bardos is somewhat familiar with this type of creature.
Right, that's the one
Yeah.
that was torturing him or like
What's his name that escaped from us?
checking him out. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, similar. Now the worms, Bardos will tell you that if he takes a moment to examine the creature in the library, he'll say the worms are different. It's a different kind of grub. These aren't the same kind of things, but similar in that
Concept is the same.
yeah, the concept is the same. A human form comprised of these worm-like creatures.
I hope he's doing that by biting into the worm. Yeah, this is a different kind of worm. Like,
we need some tequila over here. Stat.
Yeah. This is not mescal.
Now, Storm, one of the things that you need to be aware of is that your size would make it tough to get down that hallway. So you would end up having to deal with squeeze rules in there unless you could
Yeah.
smallen up.
That's why she's staying right there right now.
Gotcha.
She'll go in there if she's needed, but
All right, Bardos, you and Fletcher are in the hallway, and Bardos, you could see that worm down on the floor. Again, it's similar to what that I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but that guy was like.
Vang, I think.
Oh yeah, Xanthir Vang. So it's similar kind of thing, but different kind of worms. These worms are much paler and more grub-like. His worms were more.
Are these playable races? Can we come back in the next campaign as one of these?
Mealwormy. He was, I guess, browner. The worms were browner. Potentially, I guess. If this is something you want to be.
Mealworm humanoid.
Mealworm dude.
I want to come back as a demon.
And I'm gonna make deals with everybody as a demon. Like, what do you got? What do you got? Soul, come on.
We have a new book, but we don't make deals with good aligned creatures. You know, that kind of thing. We don't make deals with elves.
Matt's going to be a crossroad demon. His only job is going to be to make deals with people.
I could do it too. I've been practicing my, what do you got? Like my auctioneer voice. Yeah, I don't know. Five soul. Come on.
You've been reading The Art of the Deal?
All right, so Bartos and Fletcher, you guys are in the hallway. You don't see anything. It's a little. I mean, this. You got to be careful though, because the walls here again are still covered with vermin. Fletcher, even you are starting. You're worried that you might accident. I mean, it's close. You could bump into these things. So if there's a fair amount of, if you get jostled, you're going to end up going into one of those walls, and the walls will cause you problems.
Okay.
So I'm going to step up. I'm going to step up to the doorway. And I've got the however many feet of the insects run away.
Okay. Yeah. So as Lothar moves forward, you could see the wall insects begin to push backwards to the south as the repellent field of the vermin begins to push them back. Eventually, they clear out, and they clear backwards and they're sort of crawling all over each other and they're concentrating down at the other end of the hallway. But you can see the stone of the walls, this ancient looking reddish stone that you haven't seen much of because of all the vermin on the walls. But yeah, it does work.
And do I hear anything at these two doors on either side of me?
Give a perception.
That's better.
30 perception. So you're listening, you listen on either side. You don't hear anything on the right side door, this door on this side. On the left, you hear sort of, how would I describe this? Sort of like a gurgling sound. It sounds somewhat biological.
So we heard whispering when we first listened to the door in the hall, but I'm not hearing that now.
You are not hearing that now.
Okay. Guys, do we want to go in one of these or both of these?
Both simultaneously by splitting the party?
I wouldn't do the gurgling one.
I would
think that's a
say,
great
yeah,
plan.
I would say open up the quiet one and verify there's nothing there, as
Yeah.
opposed to just
Do
creatures
the
being
non-gurgling
quiet.
one first.
Yeah.
Okay. Gato, can you come check the door and unlock it for me?
Down this hallway that I had open.
Yep.
And I'll step forward. I think that the radius can get
Les,
to
did
that.
you see my message?
Yes, I did.
Did you?
We'll get back to that
Okay.
because there's a problem.
Okay. The door at the end.
No,
This
the
one
door.
here. Whoops.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
I'm
one.
so sorry. Dang it.
Well, I opened it.
Hey, just
That one.
can't just open doors, man.
I just was trying to flag it for him and
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 it
the button
opened.
opened
Nice.
it. I'm sorry.
So-
doors that got to his near open.
Yeah.
It just fly open. All right, so you peer in there. Can you guys? Is it open again? Okay, yeah. So you guys
Yeah.
can see in there. You see. So I assume that this is. Gato, you come backing out pretty quickly.
I'm not entering rooms. I am injured.
Okay.
Do you want me to check for traps in there, Fletcher?
I'll be okay.
Hang on.
I got a cure potion I can give to you, Gato, if you want one.
21 points to Gato, plus you can re-roll a result for 4 rounds.
Okay.
Hey.
There's a lot. There's a lot of ones in there. Do you want to take my roll?
Yeah, you give it a shot.
All right.
yes,
you got to take
please.
this. 96, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Wow, it went from 21 to 96. Oh, 26.
26.
Okay, it's better.
Yeah.
All right, 26 is better. All right, so yeah, Flesher, you look in there and it looks like a very cluttered laboratory of some kind. There are a couple of tables that you can see that are heaped with strange vats. There's, some of the glassware has bubbling, smoking fluids in the jars, and there's a bunch of like surgical instruments and stuff sort of laying around, but you don't see any people.
Okay. Anybody think there might be something interesting in there, or do we go for the door number 2?
I'm just here to keep the bugs off the door. You tell me where you want me to go.
So nothing leaked out in there. I'll go in there and investigate more.
Okay.
Now that he's emboldened by 26 hit points.
Yeah.
I'll do a perception check.
All right, you're just kind of moving around. Hold on, I'm sending you a message.
Detect magic.
Okay. All right. So detect magic. I mean, there's a lot of things that are magic in here.
I do not.
Okay. There's a lot of things that are magic in here. Some of the fluids and that kind of stuff, and some of the like tools, but they radiate, like some of the tools radiate a little bit of necromantic magic if you stand long enough. It's just not very kind of things. There are some you could see that there's a bottle on the table and a little sleeve on a section. There's some things that radiate magic in the same way that that a magic item would. So there are some things that look like magic items, but you know, but a lot of the tools, they're sort of scattered about in the room.
Okay.
All right, Bardos, I'm gonna send you a quick message.
Were any of those creatures named Emeslin? I'm looking at this post you sent Les about.
Or a list.
Yeah, the list that has all the things.
Not that you know.
One of them says Emeslin is freed or slain.
Oh, you mean from the prisoner area?
Yeah.
Well, maybe. I mean, it's just one of the. It's the reducing paradox.
Reducing the
ritual.
paradox ritual.
Yeah, none of them, I mean, told you their names. Well, I mean, a lot of them told you their names, but some of them didn't because they were incapable of it, right? So, but none of those names were Emeslin.
But we have either freed or kill all of them. Did you set that devil free, Otto? Or were you going to do that? I thought you were.
The devil we were talking to?
Yeah. In fact, I thought, wasn't the devil going to teleport out of here with the lycanthrope? I thought we had figured out that they were going to do that.
I don't know if
To
the
get 'em both.
lycanthrope agreed.
No, I said if we made a airtight deal, the devil would abide by it. Now, if there were any loopholes that he could do, he would do that. But
I suspect he would just get the hell out of Dodge if he can, if we let him free.
Lothar's got his ears plugged.
I
La,
know.
la, la,
We're not
no
doing
deals,
it,
no
Lothar. Don't
deals.
worry about it.
I can't hear you.
He's like,
Hey,
he's turning
Les.
into Sergeant Schultz over here. I see nothing. I hear nothing.
I know
Do you-
nothing.
Do we want to talk about what I did earlier now or later?
Make a boom.
That is entirely up to you, my friend.
Do you have something to confess?
Yeah, here's what happened. God was actually killed earlier on, replaced by an evil creature, but the only way the evil creature thought he was a good aligned creature, so is acting more good than God normally would, and that's
If it doesn't matter, we'll talk about it later.
let's talk about it now.
No,
Yeah.
So there's another one of these worm creatures. Apparently we didn't kill that thing. It's just watching us now with its body parts.
and you say this out loud.
Sure.
I leave. Hey, Fletcher, there's a worm creature in there.
Should I kill it?
It materializes, Bardos, as it begins casting a spell at you. And I think we probably have initiative now, don't we? Guys couldn't leave well enough alone. Stop moving, Fletcher.
I didn't move Fletcher.
Yeah.
No, I moved Fletcher because
I know,
told
I
me
know.
He knows what he
in there,
did.
so I moved in.
Hold on.
Don't worry, Les. I'm gonna be. I go first in the second.
Where's there we go. All right, so okay. Oh, good.
I don't remember the storm creature. Les, what did we talk about with her? Did we decide we wanted to kill her rather than let her go? Or did she attack us or something? I don't
The
remember.
storm creature.
Oh, not storm. This thing. The storm is on the name. I forgot that's dragon's name.
That's Storm's
This-
name. Yeah.
The devil or the demon, I guess, with the white dress or whatever it is.
The grub woman.
Devil.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean
right.
I mean we could call them grub women. They look like this, and you can sort of see them, and they have like a little bit of vermin sort of walking around. But you can see if you look at their faces, they have their faces and their hands are made out of crawling worms. And so what was that question, Gordon?
How did we end up attacking it? What did we let it loose and it attacked us, or did we
Ilindar did it somehow. I think it cast a spell. It opened up the door and cast a spell at you guys, and Ilindar went
It
down.
tried to do disintegrate, and we responded in kind and blew it up.
Yeah.
Is that
We
why there's
attacked it
little
and killed
bits?
it.
Is that why there's little
But-
bits we blew it up? Didn't you say there was just a little
Someone
bit?
hit it with a spell and killed it, and I went down and looted it.
Oh, that chick, the spell was destruction.
Right.
That's right.
And that was south of here. This might be a completely different person. Just
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah, there was leftover goo and nasty stuff from the one that you guys killed earlier that I looted from.
So was this creature in a cell or was it one that we attacked? That's what I don't remember.
This was not in a cell. Was hiding
Ah,
invisibly in this
I
room.
gotcha. So these are actually enemies. Okay. All right.
Yep. All right.
I might
So,
have been a little subtler had I remembered that, but that's all right.
well, the problem was, I think, you walked in and with your invisibility sense, you spotted it. I mean, it was just standing there.
Yeah.
All right. So it begins casting a spell. Fletcher, you walk in. Ferrado, you're first. You're the fastest. So what do you do?
Oh,
I would like to knock an arrow with a little ladybug in it.
Oh, where are you even? Okay,
I
I
know
see it.
I'm here and I know what they're dealing with because they've been talking about it.
Okay.
So I'd like to take a chance and use my movement to get down here to where I can see her.
Okay.
And I have the skills to shoot around my friends.
Okay.
Surprise shot. Yep.
Yeah, I would like to
You
see
get a
if I
single
can hit her
shot.
with one. Yeah. So
So you move down there. You've got a knocked arrow with a ladybug, and you are taking the shot past Bardos.
would like to.
All
Plus,
right.
that is something else I keep forgetting. The telepathic bond lasts for 180 minutes too. So we are all linked together
Gotcha.
with the
Okay.
telepathic bond.
Yep.
So then I'm telling him to duck as I walk in the room.
All right.
All right, here we go. Let's see if we can hit this girl. I say that loosely.
All right. Let's see. Hold a sec.
What were you saying there, Chuck?
I didn't
You
say
can-
anything.
I was saying that even with a high multiplier, you can still. I have a plus 35 and I rolled a 41.
Yeah, 41 is a hit.
Woo!
Weirdly. But okay. If that's the way we want to play. So Ladybug. It does Novem Notata.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Okay.
Why is that a problem?
Nope.
Once
So
you
it's
be able to
100
go back
damage
later.
plus she can beat
Any
20
insectile demon will do 100 points of damage as if the creature is unable, it becomes an arrow of slaying. Insectile demons. I have to check
It's
something.
got a
here.
DC of 25. Is she considered a sectile demon? I would think she would be.
She is not.
Are you kidding?
Technically, she is a tiefling worm that walks.
A worm woman.
So a worm that walks is I think a type of undead. Hold on, but it's not a demon. So
Damage. I just assumed, but technically worms are not really insects, I guess.
they're not. Technically this is a vermin. So not a demon, a type of vermin. It's not undead either. It's an augmented human.
Lesson learned.
There you go. All right, but you still hit with an arrow. It's just not an arrow of slaying.
Okay. So that's 2 arrows, actually, right? Because my first one's 2.
Right.
So that will be 62 points.
Ooh, damn. That's not easy to deal with.
That's because she's not friendly. She's of the evil.
She's not friendly. Right, 62. Okay.
I have a question too about the insects on the wall.
Uh-huh.
Are these insects that are like magic, or are they?
No, they're
Or-
largely regular insects, although larger and
More vicious.
more vicious and more bitey. Now, where you guys are standing with Lothar so close, Lothar has a vermin repellent field up.
We're all enjoying.
And so it's pushing them down to the south, at least in this corridor. It's pushing all the vermin southward.
What
So
kind of vermin do we have? What kind of vermin are on the wall?
there are all kinds of different vermin. So it's like spiders and centipedes and millipedes and all kinds of stuff that
Beetles.
Yeah, beetles, all kinds of stuff that bites. It's just a ton of it, and they're all over each other. They literally cover the walls to a depth that you can't actually see the walls. If you look where Lothar is standing and you look at the walls there, you can actually see there's stone. There's like this sort of ruddy terracotta colored stone wall. That's underneath that. But if you look down to the south, like against walls down here, for example, it's just completely covered over to the fact that you can't even see the wall. There's just so many of these insects crawling all over the place.
Perfect. That's my turn.
Let me hold on a second. Let me get to the point where I want to just make sure I have it right. Okay, further, the walls of Threshold are alive with vermin, maggots, spiders, locusts, centipedes, and more. They create a constant distracting susurrus of skidding sounds. And should any of the PCs or their allies touch any of the walls, they immediately take 2d6 points of swarm damage and must take a DC 20 fortitude save or be nauseated for a round because of the various poisons and the grossness of having bugs on you.
Cool.
All right. Okay, so Ferrado comes in. She steps down there. She's like, Bartos, get out of the way. He ducks his head. She nails the thing with a thing. But now it's its turn.
Did that disrupt the spell?
Well, that's a good question. So
on spell that she technically hasn't cast it yet, even though
yes, she has not
flavor
cast it.
text wise, Les said she started. She technically hasn't cast it yet because it's not her turn.
Yeah, it wasn't her turn.
Well, now
correct.
it is.
So
Okay.
So she should be fine. She's fine. All right. So she is going to cast a spell on.
Does Fletcher get a attack of opportunity though if she's casting the spell?
I have reach.
Yeah, you're gonna get an attack of opportunity, but I'm changing my spell now. Frankly, just
Casting it at
ruining
me
this for
now.
me.
Thanks.
No, I'm not. I'm not. There it is. That's what I want. All right, go for it. Do your attack of opportunity. Single attack.
Okie dokie. Whoops, hold on.
$50. That's a miss. Sorry.
This can be
No,
a
it's a
tough
hit. What do you got?
That's why I don't cast spells around Fletcher.
There we go.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
Try again. Hold on, I'm trying hitting deception again, see if it works. No, none of my buttons are working.
Okay. Okay, hold on a second. All right. 15 plus damage. So, okay. You got damage for me? The suspense is killing me.
It should be getting there. It's 41. Or all the other ones. It was just going very slow.
41, did you say?
So I kept hitting it.
Okay.
Yeah, ignore the ones because
Wow,
It,
it's a lot of
it
damage.
caught up.
Okay.
finally caught up.
All right.
So the first one, 41 points of damage.
Yeah. Now that might disrupt her.
It might, but it's not guaranteed. So hold on.
Technically, unless you're trying to disrupt it, it doesn't.
I'm sorry?
think you have to be trying to disrupt it, don't you, before it interrupts?
No, it's injury,
With an
concentration
attack of
checks, and khakis.
opportunity, it is
Attack of
assumed you are trying
opportunity
to
could
disrupt
disrupt it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like
Because
a,
your opening is that she's casting a spell.
Yes, okay, all right, yep.
like the DC is 10 plus a spell level plus the damage taken or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not make it. So the spell is disrupted. So you big douche. She is
That's
going
what she
to
says.
she's going to run over here and she is going to push over several of these vats onto you as she tries to redeem herself. So
Ooh, hold on. I
No,
get
no.
another attack of opportunity.
no, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
She goes, all right, 5 foot step.
It doesn't have even the 5-foot step. This is that surprise attack.
Do you get multiple attacks of opportunity per round?
I get up to 4.
Wow.
And one of them is good against
Because
5-foot
he needs
steps.
it.
Mhm.
And that's a crit threat. Roll to confirm.
Okay. Yeah, it's confirmed. You are so fucking gonna die.
Not by her, but eventually.
Yeah, she's like,
You know what? Threshold accidentally falls off the edge of the cliff and into the world wound. I'm sorry, guys. Campaign over.
Fletcher dies. It's weird. It just sheared off just in that part of the room where Fletcher
It's
was
because
standing.
Just that
Fletcher
one.
was making too much noise.
I'm going to get teleported
46
to
points
another
of
dimension
damage.
again.
So this is what Lexi's been working on. See if I can. A
What is that?
dragon. It's a
Oh, it's a
Oh, look at that.
dragon
Oh, that
Very
is cool.
nice.
Oh,
Very
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
made out of paper.
That's awesome.
It's a dragon puppet. Cool.
Hey, guys, to that end, I'm gonna go put her to bed. We didn't know we were gonna have her tonight. Things changed.
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm giving Gordon some instructions so he can play my turn, okay?
Yeah, we know how that goes.
Well, give her kudos on her dragon
Yeah.
Dragon.
Get her behind you.
with the articulating jaw. That's pretty
Tell her
awesome.
that Don will get at least 3 slaps from that dragon.
Yep.
Yes.
At least 3.
And we'll keep saying dragon until it happens.
Ouch.
Dragon.
Because we're pretty sure it queues up.
I mean, unless I'll take the charge.
Yeah, it's like Dan's damage.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
All right.
20
So I gotta check something real quick on that because you might not be able to get precision damage on a worm that walks. So hold on a sec.
Okay.
And whether it's right or not, he's going to say it is now. So
No. I don't cheat, unlike a lot of people, also other people on here. Okay. A worm that walks
Good night.
has no discernible anatomy. Good night.
night.
And is not subject to crits or flank.
Oh, so I just did regular damage.
Regular damage.
Okie dokie.
But I've taken it off. All right. So she's going into the area.
No, 38 points of damage. The one you took off was his roll to confirm the crit.
Oh, okay. All right. Gotcha. All right. So he gets
7 back.
7 back. Yep. All right, cool. All right. She is going to now move the rest of her way, Mr. Attack of Opportunities. And then dump over that stuff. Which does this. So everybody and this actually affects Bardos too. So I need so this liquid pours all over you and dumps over. I need you to make a reflex save.
Also, ew.
Ew. And that's me and Bardos?
You and Bardos need a reflex save.
29 from you, Les.
Okay. Fletcher.
Un momento, por favor. Oh, that's nice.
I fucking hate you. All right.
I
The
laugh
liquid-
at her.
The liquid begins pouring around the entire area. So hold on a second. Let me do this.
Oh, well, that explains it. Fletcher's kind of hovering in the air anyway.
Lothar's going to poke his head in the room. Really? Did you just dump radioactive chemicals on a guy who's already got a freaking Glabrezu arm. You don't think that's happened before? You're just gonna make him stronger.
Well, since everybody's being such dicks about stuff, I mean, she's running out of options here.
It's going to be a crossover, the Toxic Avengers and
You're just
All right,
gonna
so
make him
that
worse.
stuff is sort of dumped out and it's flowing towards you. You guys haven't got any on you yet, but it is smearing all over the place. Bardos, it radiates a lot of transformation magic. That material. Okay. 1 second. I got to check something real quick.
Ew.
Okay, I'm going to recommend Fletcher back away totally from that stuff.
Well, Fletch can fly, so
Yeah, if it's on the floor, I'm hovering above it anyway.
Oh, so you're going to move, take 2 attacks of opportunity, violate every rule, and then you're going to hover? Oh, fine. Just throw that on the mix. Why not?
Physics.
Okay, fair enough. I'm
only
not hovering
6
in this
seconds.
moment. I'm not hovering in this moment. I will be on my turn, however.
All right, fine. All right, so that's the sad display by the Rasper. Ilendar, you're up.
I'm going to delay until further notice.
Jennifer's chair is so dark, it looks like a silhouette, like she's in witness protection or
Pretty much,
something.
yeah.
It does look like Jennifer's in witness protection. That's pretty cool. All right, so Ilendar, you're delaying?
Until further notice, so
All right.
just go ahead and put me whatever, and then I'll tell you when I'm jumping back in.
All right, I'm going to put you at the very bottom of the order until you tell me different.
You're
Lothar,
going
you're
below
up.
2, because I'm rolling 2s over here.
How did you roll a 2 on initiative?
I don't even know.
That can't be right, but okay.
I originally rolled my perception accidentally. It was like a 14. I was pretty happy. Like, oh wait, that's not it. And I re-rolled and got a 2. I think I have to have one leg chopped off to get a 2.
I'm just gonna take a 5-foot step, which moves the vermin repelling barrier down a little bit, so that it makes sure that they're running away from Ferrado too.
Flashheart, you rolled a 1 + 1 for a 2.
I have a +1, huh?
So now,
Yep.
just in case, the insects won't
not.
get on Ferrado either, because she's within 10 feet of me.
All right, 1 second.
And
that's the red circle is the vermin repel. It's a 10-foot.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot.
Okay.
And your vermin chick who's getting her butt kicked is not in it. So
that's what I'm saying. I she's just outside of it.
Right. Yeah. It
Okay.
won't affect her, but I'm talking about the bugs on the walls.
Okay.
And the 2d6 nonsense if you lean against the wall. That's what I'm trying to avoid for Ferrado.
Got it. Okay. Cool. That it for you?
Yes.
Gatto.
I delay. Yeah, I'm not. I delay so hard that I'm not going to ever come out of initiative.
You hear from the background in Infernal. Thanks for letting me out, Gatto. I'll check you back in Illusion Era. Thanks, buddy. All right, Bardos, you're up.
What? Who is that?
I'm going to back out and tell Flashheart to get down here and help Fletcher, please.
Covered in goo. There's only so much Paladin can do.
Yeah, Flashheart doesn't hover.
No.
Machete don't text and Flashheart don't hover. Okay. All right. So wait, is it my turn yet? Not quite.
Not quite.
It is my turn, right?
No,
I was
think
going
it's
at
mine
2.
next.
No, it's Bardos' turn. Now, Bardos, you said you're going back out in the hallway?
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything other than that. I'm saving my spells.
All right, Fletcher.
And then we all sit down for tea and crumpets and wait for Fletcher's turn.
Wait for it's 3 seconds later he comes out.
That's forever, man.
So all the green stuff's on the ground, so I will now go into hover.
Okay.
And full attack.
I hate you.
One. This is the arm. Ooh, crit threat on the arm.
Can't be critted.
Doesn't matter, immune to
It can't be
crits.
critted, you're right. Okay, so ignore that roll.
All right, so 3 hits so far.
No, no, ignore that roll.
Oh, okay.
It's only two
One hit
hits
so far. Oh, 2. Yeah.
2 hits, 2 hits.
Yeah, sorry, it hadn't scrolled for me.
That's a
38
miss.
hit?
No, it is
Okay.
not.
and 42.
That will hit.
So that's 4 hits, 1 arm.
3. No,
3.
4. You're right.
3 swords and an arm.
All right. Roll your worst.
Oh
There are your
God, he
3
did.
swords, and there's your arm.
All right. First of all, I just want to say this sucks. This is terrible. I can't. It's terrible. All right. So what are we looking at? 160
172.
plus 7,
72, yeah.
172 points of
172.
damage.
Yippers.
I find the whole thing to be disgusting.
Feel like
All
Cthulhu
right.
and Power
So
Armor is about to show up.
So a couple of things were happening. I mean, you tear into this thing, and there's not much to it, right? I mean, it's made out of worms, so you just like chop in, and worms are flying everywhere. Pieces of worms are flying everywhere, and finally, it just collapses into a pile. The worms kind of, sort of splatter all over the ground. Some of them land in the acid and sort of sizzle a little bit. It's not acid, but they land in the goo. And it just sits there. It just kind of collapses into a pile.
Yay. Are we out of combat?
Wait a second. No, you are not.
Okay.
I attack
hold on.
Gatto.
Hold on. I'm still doing math here.
I'm pretty sure if we're still in combat, it's his fault.
It's gotta be Gatto's fault.
All right. So yeah, it just bobulates into onto the ground. And it's like now it's just a pile of worms with this like white cloak, hooded cloak in it. And it's just sitting there. That liquid is sort of swirling around on the ground and getting sort of bigger. Is that so? Is that all you do? He said innocently.
So I can move, so I'll move out. Away from the goo, but I'm still floating if we're still in combat.
We're going to stay. Let me roll a quick thing here. All right. Okay. All right. So let me do this. Oops, did I close the thing? I did close the thing, didn't I? There we go. We're back. And we're
Matt,
back.
Matt, are you calling dibs on the cloak?
Yeah, it might need a little prestidigitation first, and also, ew.
Okay. That was Fletcher. All right, hold on a sec.
Oh, now it's Flashheart.
And now it's Flashheart. Yep.
Flashheart, so now in the middle of the pack as everybody else held their actions till the end. All right, so I'm no longer needed down there, or am I still needed down there? Gatto, have you checked either of these doors yet that I'm standing?
I have not.
Well, we're not checking any
You
more
might want to
doors.
start coming down here, and it's further south and around the corner.
Okay. Gatto, I was gonna leave you to your own cognizance while I go down here.
I'll say that's never a good idea.
Somehow this door opened, and I don't think it was open before.
This door down here? All right.
The one all the way to the south.
Due
Yeah.
south.
I didn't open it.
Am I through it?
Yeah,
Is
I
this
don't
the
think it was
door I'm
open
talking-
when we
this
walked
door right
in
here, or
there.
a different door?
That
I think
door
I
there.
put on me.
That door there, I didn't remember that being open.
Do I
So what do you
see
see?
anything less while I'm in here?
So you do see in the room, you do see some stuff. So hold on just a second, and we'll get to the flavor
Puppies, goodies?
text.
Sky whale equipment?
Yeah, it's a big sky whale thing. One second.
Sky whale tack room? That's what I've always dreamed of.
All right. So as you go down there and you peer in there, you see there are several stone slabs you can see right in front of you, atop of which lie partially dissected and in some cases badly decayed bodies of dead people. Some of them have been, sort of peeled back. You can see that one sort of over here sort of has had the flesh sort of peeled back and the organs sort of responded and that kind of thing. You see there are vivisection tools that lie on the tables, lots of jars of entrails, strange fluids, that kind of thing.
But I don't see anything moving, right?
Give me a quick religion check.
Okay.
And while you're rolling that, I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hope I can roll slightly higher than the 1 this time. Oh, I know all. I see all. This is clearly the work of Scientologists. Hmm.
Ooh, there is stuff down there.
Les, I rolled a
You
20.
missed nothing.
Did you roll a natural 20 on a religion check?
Yep.
All right. So the guy over here, this guy on this big slab over here,
Yep.
was once a paladin of Iomade.
No, not Jeb. Wondered what happened to him.
He looks pretty dead.
Okay.
But it looks like there's a pile of gear underneath the table.
Oh. That seems almost too good to be true, guys. All right.
Yeah, but it's yours. You have rights to it.
Yeah.
All right. Can I do another perception check? Make sure what I'm seeing here.
Sure.
Let's see if it feels
Natural 20 again?
Yeah.
Really?
That's how he rolls.
Well, yeah. So I mean, the guy. So the guy on the table, the religion check, you definitely believe that this was once a paladin of Iomade. Now he is utterly dissected. He's got the classic Y incision. His chest is spread apart. You can see that he has been. He's been investigated thoroughly from an entrail sort of position. And you can see that there are jars and stuff around next to it that you suspect contain this guy's entrails. Underneath, you can see what looks to be a pile of gear, and it does radiate magic. You can see that it's kind of occluded because there's tons of blood all over it. Because when they were dissecting this guy, it looks like he was still alive. And so there's a lot of arterial spray and blood that is collected on the ground underneath. So the gear is covered with blood.
I mean,
but it does radiate
saintly
magic.
blood.
Yeah, saintly blood. So I will investigate the gear, but as a hero of Amade, would I know what to do? What would be the appropriate thing to do to put this paladin to final rest? Like,
That I don't know.
Iomade over him?
I
like
mean,
toss him
you
in
could.
a bag of holding? Do I just
No.
You
throw a
might
little,
want to. I mean, theoretically, a paladin of Iomade. This is essentially your job.
Right.
I mean, paladins of Iomade. You certainly. I mean,
I would say the
if you
herald knows
think
what to do. I'm just certain that Matt does not know what to do.
well, you're in a kind of a weird situation, right? Where if you're successful, the destruction of this region is likely to be really significant.
Oh, we want to take the body with us.
Perhaps even total. So, and frankly, as you guys progress down here, you're not sure that this is meant to be survived. It might not be survivable. So
we want to take the body with us.
On one hand, yeah, you would probably want to take the body with. If the idea being, if you survive this as the Herald of Iomade, you would want to perform the appropriate rites and rituals over this body and bury him in sanctified ground.
Okay, so if somebody can bring me, I don't think I have a personal bag of holding. If somebody can bring me a bag of holding, I can pop him in there real quick. I'd be
the portable hole.
The portable
I've
hole.
got a portable hole we can use.
Now, before you do that, Les is not taking us out of combat, so am I in a combat in this room, Les, or am I?
No, you're not in combat. You don't see any creatures in there. You just saw this guy. So you've used your round to sort of go in there and sort of walk up to the body once you recognize him as a paladin of Iomade, and sort of begin to sort of examine the material.
So Flashheart goes, I need a hole. And Bardo goes, the paladin calling for a hole, Ferrado. He's looking, look, the hole for, Fletcher, a hole, Lothar, hole. And then Gato, all right, I'm coming.
No, the Bardo says, I don't have it.
Okay. Bardos, produced a
Yeah.
hole. Anything that's looks like that I could pop on here, gear wise that
Well, Bardos, you
be-
see a lot of magic items amongst the gear down below underneath the table. Now, it's like I said, it's covered in blood, so it's hard to see what's going on there, but they're all radiating pretty strong magic.
anything what can I
I'll cast a clean on it to try to make it easier to see everything.
All right. The blood lifts off of it and vaporizes away. We'll tell you what. We're staying in initiative, so we'll get to you in a minute. Okay. Ilindar, are you planning on doing anything?
So delaying until I choose to come back in.
Okay. Ferrado?
She's
I'm here for a second. Did we get through the first round? I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Yes,
we're in round
yes.
2. Now, you guys
Creature's
don't have
dead.
any obvious problems, but
But we're still in combat, so there's something around.
Okay. If there's no obvious problems, I'll go to the end of the order because I'm going to finish up something real quick.
okay.
Okay.
Hold on, let me move you down to there. Below Ilindar. So I'm going to put you on D as well. All right. All right. Lothar.
I'm going to cast Create Water in this
Okay.
room.
To sploosh this green shit around?
Yeah, to try to dilute and
Okay.
if I can, and I don't know, I've even looked at the spell and I don't see where it says it. How does the water manifest? Where does it come out? So if I can,
I don't know. It's your spell. You tell
You
me.
either make it
Well,
rain down or you can make it come down in a big sploosh or whatever.
well, I was trying to make it so that I could push this stuff back into the room away from the door where we're at. Is that not one of the options?
So right in front
If
of
you
the
make it
doorway, if you
sploosh on
sploosh
this
it
side of
there,
you,
it'll spread out and push
it
some of
will
it back in.
It'll come in
Okay.
a big chunk and then it'll push.
So I can create a waterfall at the door that
Right.
will push into the room.
Yeah, I think so.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, so for purposes of spells like this, where you have something that materializes something or things like that, honestly, at this point in the game, I think you, as the magic user, aren't for especially low level spells like this, you're not limited, right? So if you say I'm gonna create the water in front of the door and have it sort of swoosh backwards towards the back of the room as a sort of like mini tidal wave, I'm cool with
Yeah.
that.
Okay, then that's what I want to do.
All
I
right.
want to push this back into the room. If I can, push it back so that it goes sort of northeasterly
Okay.
and covers up because the bugs that fell in it were sizzling. So
Yeah,
I
a little
wanna-
bit.
So I want to cover all the bugs if they fell where she is. If I get it to push northeast, it'll hit all the bugs or most of the bugs, whatever.
Like the worms, the pile of worms?
Yeah, and
Gotcha. Okay.
then
So you're sort of like
second,
swooping it over there.
yeah, and then secondarily, after it pushes it and then it rolls through it because it's kind of going to be like a little mini tidal wave. Hopefully, it will dilute it so that it's not as dangerous in the future.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So yeah, you manifest like a mini tidal wave. It's maybe a foot tall, and it just kind of goes and pushes all that stuff, and you could see it mixing with the green stuff, and it's bubbling a little bit. You could feel there's a little bit of heat there, and it moves on the worms, and the worms are sort of sparking off a little bit, and it kind of collects around the body, and you see the water kind of like blah, 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 sort of blurbling through the pile of worms. Doesn't look like it's killing them though. It's so give me a quick perception check.
Perception. 24.
24. All right. So yeah, as you observe there, you're trying to do it. The green fluid does not seem to be killing the worms. It's certainly so it's making them like spark a little bit with these like magical kind of like things.
Yeah.
but it's not destroying them. Some of the worms that when he was killed, that fell right into the liquid. Those are still alive, and they're still sort of like, and between you and me, they're kind of like still moving.
Okay. And does it appear that this green stuff, because I would assume that this green stuff is could have harmed people if it touched it. So does it appear to be diluting it?
Yes, it does. Yeah, it seems to be diluting it. Once you push the water over there, and then it begins to flow backwards a little bit, but you can see that a lot of what's flowing back towards into the room is mostly water and only a little bit of this green shit.
Okay, because it was, like I said, it was only 36 gallons. That's what I can make.
Well, that's a fair amount of water. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
That's
Yeah,
not
that's-
big room.
7 or 8 5-gallon buckets full. So that's a fair amount, and it's not a big
Right.
room. So yeah, no, it works. Yeah, it's working well.
Okay, but it's
All
not
right.
killing the grubs.
It's not.
And I will let
Um,
the magic. Well, I'll let everybody
Lothar?
because we're mentally connected.
I
Let
kind of see
every
what, okay,
go ahead.
I kind of see what you're doing and I hand you something.
Okay.
What did you hand him? Oh, a decanter.
One of the things it'll do is a geyser, produces a 20-foot long, 1-foot wide stream at 30 gallons per round. It actually does 1d4 points of damage per round to a creature that is subjected to it. So it actually do area of effect bludgeoning damage to these insects.
Oh,
You're just blowing water at it?
yeah, this is like a
power wash.
handheld, a Bluetooth fire hose.
This is a little fire hose you're individually hitting the things with and smashing them.
Yeah, I was going to let the magic people know that the green liquid appears to have been predominantly nullified by the introduction of water, and the grubs are still alive. So, do we need to kill the grubs? Is that something important? Will they reform into another one of these evil creatures? Or have they just been dislodged because she died and now they're just normal grubs?
It wouldn't be a bad idea to kill him.
Okay.
Gordon, you have experience with creatures like this. So give me knowledge arcana.
A
I think
knowledge,
Arcana.
blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I was
Is Bardos a worm
before.
whisperer?
35.
35. All right. So you remember Xanthir Vang. And you also remember that these creatures, these worm that walks creatures, had the ability. So one of the things is that they repaired themselves very quickly. The worms that were destroyed in combat would repair themselves and eventually, return unless they were destroyed by like something that would utterly destroy them, like a destruction spell or something like that. And that they were large, that they had this thing that often is not, if there was this lot of danger, they could just go into a pile of worms and disperse, and those worms would recombobulate later and become the worm that walks again. So the fact that Lothar is telling you that these worms are moving lends you credence to the idea that maybe they're attempting to recombobulate in some ways.
Yeah.
I'd use the geyser and wipe them out.
Yeah, so does killing the grubs stop this, or are they able to heal from death and then reconstitute? So is it at this point, is it just prolonging the amount of time until this creature can come back? Or will it actually permanently dissolve it or permanently stop it? Or do you need fire or radiant or whatever other damage to do that? Because I'm happy to stand here and use the item that Gato gave me as a fire hose and just blast them into oblivion. I just don't know if that's going to help.
Well, what? So, good night. So,
Go to bed, kid.
yeah, it's late. So Bartos's opinion on this would be likely that if it's just water, it would do bludgeoning damage and it would scatter the worms, which might delay the recombobulation. But it wouldn't destroy them. It would probably require some sort of magical potentially fire or acid or something like that that would utterly destroy the worms that would eventually finish this thing off.
Okay. And you said it's not undead.
It is not undead. Technically, it's vermin. So as close as you are, that might have a repellent effect. I mean, it would certainly if it's not in a position to do. I think with repel. Hold on, let me check it. Will save to try and do that, but repel vermin continues to do damage. It does 2d6 points of damage.
It only does damage if they attempt to stay in the area. If they flee, it doesn't do damage.
Well, there's no, I mean, where that pile of worms is, there's nowhere to flee to. Right? It's in the corner of that room. So if you
if I move in and back them into the corner,
it'll do damage to it because they can't escape.
Where's the 10-foot? Okay, that's everything, I think.
But it'll continue to do damage to it, but so they can't escape. But it would not necessarily destroy them enough. It wouldn't be enough to destroy them utterly.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move into the room.
Okay.
And back them into this corner where they can't escape because they can't go anywhere that's not 10 feet within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, they can't go. Yeah. So yeah, you can see these worms are beginning to sort of like try to crawl away. They're piling up. You can see them sort of. You remember the zombie movie World War Z?
Yeah.
Remember when the zombies were like piling up next to the wall in Jerusalem?
Yeah, well, they were building a ladder at that point for their fellows, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it was unconscious, but you could see these worms are sort of trying to get into the corner and they're piling up on each other to try and get away from you, but it's obviously not successful. So go ahead and roll damage.
And what is the damage is 2d6?
2d6, that's right.
Oh no, that's 1. Damn it. I needed advanced roller. Sorry. 11 points.
11 points, okay.
What'd you
All
say,
right, so
Jen?
they do seem to be retreating from you or trying to.
Just coat them in some type of an oil, a flammable material, and light them up. Tequila.
Well, now that I've got them backed into the corner, I'm gonna wait, and now my turn's over. So next turn, then I'll do something that hopefully will destroy them outright.
My only fire and lightning kind of stuff is just high level. I hate to waste it.
Yeah.
Okay. That's handy. All right.
What's that?
A little thing I like to call you'll see.
Oh, okay. All right.
Ilindar and Gatto. So Gatto, it's your turn. Ilindar, actually, give me a quick perception.
Quick perception?
Mm-hmm.
Or a good perception.
Doors just open. Doors just open.
I was going to say the doors are open to the north.
Doors just
west.
open.
Yeah, you notice that the doors to the left have just opened. And you see a couple of creatures sort of hovering, a couple of creatures sort of hovering forward and peering down the hallway into you, and they look like this.
Okay.
See that?
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're kind of like humanoid, demonic, mutant cicadas.
That's an insectile demon right there.
Hey.
That's pretty much an insect. Yeah, that would count.
Humanoid
jumping in
demonic
right now.
mutant cicadas is also my new password.
Yeah.
Eating cicadas? There's no way I could eat them. They're so gross. Those red-eyed freaks.
Russ, I'm jumping into the. I'm not delaying anymore.
You're gonna jump in when right after Gatto?
Right after Gatto.
Well, right after these guys.
Right after Gatto.
It's on dragon time. He's ready.
Dang it. I wasn't.
Okay.
All right, Gatto, what are you doing?
Hey guys, there's something out in the hallway.
Hey Fletcher, go get it.
I'm done. It's Ilindar's turn.
All right. Ilindar.
Storm goes there and pounces on the south one.
Okay. I got a question for you before you do that. Is Storm flying or or walking?
She's running, so yeah, she's on the floor.
Okay. All right, cool. Go for it. All right, let's take a look here and see what's going on with these fellows. All right, 45 is a hit.
56%.
I don't know that will work because they have wings and they are hovering.
They're hovering?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know that will work. 50 hits, 52 hits, 38 misses, 43 hits, and 50 hits. So all but the wing buffet.
No, the 50, Storm isn't hasted. That last one's in there if
Oh, it's haste.
It's
Okay,
hasted.
gotcha. I missed that one. All right, so yeah, so everything but the 38 hits. So that's what, 4? So let's tally up the damage. 42.
47
Okay.
plus 37
Okay.
plus 33.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, missed. And then 24.
Okay. Got it. Okay, cool. All right, so all right, that demon does not look happy. And 1 second.
I'm gonna move to right here.
Okay. Lean up against that wall.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hug it. I'm gonna hug the wall. No, at this stage I'm just moving to there, so I'm within Storm's bonuses that she gives me.
Okay. Okay. All right, cool. All right. Is that it for you, Ilindar?
Yep.
All right, gotcha. Okay. Cool. Bardos, you're up. You hear Ilindar going, guys, there's
Company.
yeah, we've got a problem.
I don't think they need my help though. Flashheart, you want to go help him, and I'll deal with putting this body in our portable hole and grabbing this treasure.
Sounds good. Scream if you need help.
Do you want to
do
do a
my
quick
best job.
do you want to do a quick identify on that gear?
Yeah, sure. Let me
All right, I will send whoops.
Plus 12 Hackmaster. Plus 12 Hackmaster. Dual wield abilities with radiance.
Knights of the round. Knights of the
That's
dinner table.
spellcraft,
Yeah.
right? 50.
Ooh, geez Louise. Okay, yeah. All right, I'm gonna send it to you in a message.
Right.
So
I loved the one where they find a gazebo.
Yes. Then like for seasons after that, they check their bag of holding once in a while. There's a gazebo hiding there.
Yep.
You ever read the Bag Wars ones where they go to battle? They stuff all their retainers in a bag of holding, and they forget about them for like 3 campaign years, and then go back to get them. And the retainers have set up their own fiefdom inside their bag of holding. And
No, I didn't read that.
yeah, the Bag Wars are hilarious.
all right, Bardos, that's what you find under the table.
Okay.
And I'm assuming you just grabbing the guy up and popping him, just dumping him into the bag.
And I'll do the same with the gear. Yeah.
Or you just throw the gear in there too. Okay, gotcha.
I mean,
cool.
I'm gonna use my clean cantrip though to get everything tidied up a little bit.
Hey Les, can I get involved before Fletcher does?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna prime the seam for you, Fletch. I'm going to get up here with my move
Mm-hmm.
and cast Greater Black Tentacles right behind these guys.
Okay.
Nice.
So let's see here. A 20-foot radius. Creatures that enter automatically, they're gonna be attacked immediately.
All right,
Charlie
and that is how big is that? Black tentacles?
radius, 20-foot radius.
20-foot raid.
And
That's
then
big.
CMB, and I want to put it to where the front of the radius is right in front of them, between them and Storm, please.
So like this.
Yeah.
Ooh, cool.
Very cool.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. Black tentacles. What do I got? So these are greater black tentacles too. So
So these can actually grapple them, and the CMB, tentacle CMB is going to be my caster level, +4, so that's 22 plus 1, so 23.
So let me tell you what their, so does SR, spell resistance does not count. Okay, so
CMD
their
is,
CMD is 46.
oh my God.
You
So I
can't,
don't know.
you can't make it. A natural 20 would probably do it.
The tentacles use your caster level as base attack bonus and receive +4 to strength and +1 to size. Wait a second. Nope, that's wrong. Caster level is attack +13 to strength. So your caster level is what, 18?
Yeah.
And +13 is +31.
Are you getting +13? Because I'm seeing and receive a +4 bonus due to their strength and a +1 size bonus.
It's from the spell. It's from the spell description.
Huh, I'm reading the spell description. It's funny, I don't see that. Okay, but I'm not,
It's greater. It's down.
oh,
So yeah, the tendrils, when determining the tendril CMB, the tendrils use your caster level as their base
awesome.
and they have a +13 bonus. So +31. So you roll +30 against with +31.
Okay.
So their
do it.
CMD is 46. So you would need a 15 to grapple them. I think 14.
Come on,
15.
high teens. +31, we said, right?
And you get 2 shots because there's 2 creatures.
Bam.
All right, missed 1, missed 2. All right, so they're not
great.
grappled, but does it take damage even if it doesn't grapple them?
Yeah, I think we could do some damage. Wow.
Detect evil, each structure, that's structures. Any creature of evil alignment, any tendril that succeeds.
46. Wow.
Yeah, but it says you have to succeed in grappling a foe, then you deal the thing. It has detect evil.
Structure offers a single attack round each round. Your caster level is the BAB.
Oh, then you have to roll to attack. You have to roll attack rolls for each one. So it's your base attack bonus, your caster level is +18 on your attack roll for it.
Not my BAB, or would that be my BAB?
No, it's your caster level for this. For them to swat
Then
at.
it's 4d6.
If you hit, yeah, this is basically an attack roll.
They have 114 for their to hit. Ooh, yeah.
All right.
Oh.
That's one. One hits, one misses, and that is a potential crit. So do you want to go ahead and try and confirm it?
Sure.
Not confirmed, so it's just a hit, but it does 4d6, and that was the northerly one.
That's disappointing. 46 plus 13, though, right?
46 plus 13, yeah.
Take what we can get. 31 points.
You get 2
31
exploding
points.
dice.
Yeah, it's true. For an unconfirmed crit, roll 2 more d6.
Oh. Cool.
Eight more points. Okay, so 39.
Now, they last a minute, though, don't they? So they're going to stick around now.
They stick around for a while, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 1 round per level.
So do I roll to grapple each level, too?
Each round, yeah.
That's it.
All right. 1 round per level, so that's 18 rounds.
Yeah, it's this combat.
I don't know. It's not over yet. Hold on. Where is Ferrado? There she is. All right. So Ferrado, you came before Fletcher, so you're there now. All right. So, okay. Where are? Wait a second. Oh, there they are. Gotcha. All right. That was Ferrado. So Fletcher's up.
Fletcher is flying.
Hovering. Yeah. There's not a ton of room in
Yeah.
here to fly.
And he comes to here.
Okay.
That's enough reach to hit this guy, but he gets a single attack. He couldn't pounce, obviously.
Okay.
And he says,
Go for it.
"Hello, beautiful. I've been looking for you my whole life."
40 is a hit, but just barely.
41 points of damage.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. Whoops. Sorry. Whoops. What that? I mean that
What
happened.
are you doing?
Nothing. Nothing.
That sounds very suspicious.
It is very suspicious. All right. So they are going to be back. All right. So that's Fletcher. Flashheart. What about you? You still in the room, and you're seeing Bardo sort of gather up the body of the paladin, stuff it in into a sack, and then you see him looking intently and doing some minor spell arcane work over the gear, which he is also then begins putting in the sack.
Trust Bartos to tell me anything that's worth me putting on. Otherwise, I'm racing down the hall to be a hero.
Bardo, you want to tell him anything?
Oh wait, okay, wait.
Oh, I think they've stepped away.
No, I'm here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know that you are going to need these things, but it's a +4 heavy steel shield, +3 plate, and a scarab of protection with 3 charges is what this guy
I'm
had
wearing
on.
+3 plate, but that's a better shield than I have. I'll grab the shield.
Okay.
So a scarab of protection is a device. It's like a jade medallion. When it's activated, it gives you spell resistance of 20 and can absorb energy drain, death effects, and negative energy. When it absorbs 12 such attacks, it is turned to powder and destroyed. And he said it has 3 charges left.
Yeah, I'm like, how is it not destroyed when this paladin was dragged in here?
Well, they must have took it off of him first.
All right, poor Pally. I'll slip it on for now, but there might be somebody else in the party who could wear it better. All right,
The scarab?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scarab and shield. All right. Let's see. What was that?
And then what are you doing?
I was trying to get into battle here. I don't see how close can I get to it without being sucked into the greater black tentacles, or are they a danger to us?
They're not a danger to you guys, but you've got Storm and Fletcher sort of in front there. But one of the things that you notice is that there's a big pit right in front of the door. Now these 2 demons are hovering over it, so they're flying. They've got these little like cicada wings that are like, so they're just hovering there. They can fly, and they're hovering over it. But if you walk in there without flying, you will fall in that pit.
Yeah. I don't. Let's see. I can taunt. Let's see what else can I do here. Can I? I'm the last person, right? So no one's holding interaction after me.
Yeah, you're bottom of the order.
Any thoughts, guys? I don't see what I can do here. Big old pit there. I'm not flyer.
We're kind of in your way.
Yeah, I'll prepare. I'll stand back here and I'll prepare either my bow or a magic item to try to get into the fight.
All right, so you're standing back there. You gonna put a bow on?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna start looting into my bag, and either I'm gonna pull a bow or cast a spell.
Okay.
Okay. If
Both
Fletcher
are.
needs any for the rest of us.
Asher's going to go up and land on Ferrado's shoulder
Okay.
and just sort of be there for the moment.
Okay.
I am going to cast Holy Smite
Okay.
Oh my.
at this pile of bugs.
Oh, okay. Holy smite, that's holy energy from above.
Yes.
All right, cool,
It
cool,
deals
cool.
a D8 points of damage per 2 caster levels.
Max
It-
5d8 to each
Right,
evil
to
creature. All
each
right.
evil creature in the area.
And they
Or
are
if,
individual creatures at this point.
yeah,
Or to an evil outsider, which this is not.
right. Well, that just changes the damage. It's a D6 points to evil outsiders.
Right.
So I'm going to blast this thing
Okay.
in an attempt. What did that say? I'm sorry. 8d6, 5d8. All right. I'm gonna blast these bugs.
Go for it.
Unless they're individual bugs at this time.
Yeah, okay. When you DM this, you can have your individual bugs.
24.
Okay. Yeah. It blows it. I mean, so it lands and there is a concussive effect and it sort of splashes those grubs around. So they are sort of like blown apart. A lot of them are scorched and destroyed. You do see that there are a few still wiggling, but a lot of them are burnt up.
That's my turn.
Yep. They're not moving much anymore. All right. So
As a free action, if you hand me back the decanter, I'll go over and just stomp on the ones that are still moving, so that you can go take care of the rest
Yeah,
of the crew.
I'll get I if I haven't already, I will give Gato back his decanter.
all right. So first things first. So it is going to, one of them is going to do this.
It went.
Yep.
What was that, a teleport?
It was a dimension door, but it's a supernatural ability. It wasn't a spell.
I
It's a
just
spell-like
asked.
ability.
I just asked. You didn't have
I
to
know what you were
defend it.
thinking.
I just asked what it was.
And then this one is going to do the same thing to here.
Don't accuse me of thinking.
And then so that's that. So they do that, and then this guy is going to do. He's going to do that. And then this guy is going to swat Ilindar once. All right, that guy is going to do this. Bloop.
What happened?
A bunch of
Bugs.
Oh, fire ants.
fire ants materialized all over Fletcher. They look like this. It's a whole squad of them. So we'll get to that in a sec.
I'm
And then
allergic to fire ants.
this one is going to physically attack with a talon.
I figured
It
that
only
was
gets
something else
one.
coming out of your body there. You're just launching fire ants now.
And he's going to attack Ilindar. With one talon, one of his many claws. 46 hit you?
Yeah, just a bit.
Okay, so that is a claw. So here we go. It does 6 plus, what did I roll? 15. Okay, so no crit. It does 20 points of damage to you. And then it growls at Ferrado and screams at Flashheart. Then the fire ants do 3d6 of damage as they swarm all over Fletcher and begin biting him mercilessly and driving him insane. 12 points of damage from the ants.
That's what fire ants do.
That is what they do. All right, so I think that's it for those two. So it's that one now. All right, what is she gonna do? She's going to whoop. Stop it. Stop it. By the way, I love that animation.
Yeah.
It's really good. She's gonna go over here and
Come so far.
and red.
I was there when you used to have to use crystal dildos to represent creatures, and now you have moving animations.
That's right. Crystal dildos.
Are you
I
saying you
remember that
missed
day
the
too.
crystal dildos, Matt?
What's that?
Are you saying you missed the crystal dildos?
Well, I just remember, it was us versus crystal dildos in the West Crown, and
Yeah.
you knew where you were the day they came.
All right. Boom. Flame strike. No, wait a second. Not there. Yeah, actually, she's doing flame strike right on there. Let me scooch it over a bit. I want to get Ilindar in there. So, kaboom! I need reflex saves from everybody. And the swarm will take some damage as well.
And the
Reflex slave.
Do we know
saves.
what cast this?
the demonoid thing?
Not sure. It's possible.
Is it evil?
That's not going to be enough. Is it evil? Is it an evil spell?
Yep.
Was it an evil
Was
creature
the
that cast
caster
it?
evil?
By an evil creature.
Yes.
Because most of us are protected by protection from evil, which gives us a +2 to saves if it's from
Yeah,
evil.
Flash Heart gives everyone a +4, I think.
10 feet of me, yes.
So we get the
Okay.
+2
What?
and the.
What saves do you need? Was it
It's a
reflex?
reef for half. Yeah.
So +2, +4, so +6.
Yep.
There are different bonuses, yeah.
All right. So, she's 44, really. Flash Heart, you got a 26.
Sure.
All right. Not quite enough, but everybody else made it. So, it'd be for everybody but Flash. So, Flash Heart, you take the full, and then the rest of you take half of this number. All right, so 55 points to Flash Art. The rest of you take 20. I don't know. 27, yeah.
55 minus 10 from Stone Skin, right?
No.
This is a spell. This is
a spell,
flames.
it's not a physical attack.
Yeah, part of it is flame and part of it is holy.
But
So
the only people affected were Storm, Flashheart, and Ilindar, right?
Storm, Flashheart, Ilindar, and
Fletcher.
Fletcher.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was too. Yay.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Yeah, ants.
Ferrado's not in it.
No, Ferrado's not in there.
And the ants.
The ants took 55 or 27 points of damage too.
And
They
the
did.
chittering thing that's next to Ferrado. Or the flighty thing, the demon, whatever.
He's not in it, yeah.
Well, he was in it.
No, it edged up to Flashheart. He wasn't in it. Oh, the ants took damage. Did I do
Okay,
that?
well, the
so
picture on my
yep.
screen wasn't the same as the picture on your screen.
I think you were looking at your aura. I had just a 10-foot radius. Flame Strike's just a 10-foot radius, so I had it here.
There's a lot of circles going on.
Yeah,
So
there's a
Ilindar,
lot of.
Storm, Fletcher, and Flash.
It's a very colorful map.
It is a lot of things, but it does not touch that other demon.
A couple of years we're going to be seeing 3D maps with like spheres. It's going to be pretty
Yeah.
cool. Wait.
We'll be wearing headsets.
Yeah,
and
a couple years
we'll have a hell of a lot of problem figuring that out too.
We'll still argue about the rules. All right,
that's where all those kids and grandkids are going to come help us set up our gear when we're like, come help me set up my headset.
All right, Gatto, you're up. You smell some burnt hair from the hallway.
I've got my decanter of endless water.
Okay.
I'm gonna go around and just stomp on some of the grubs that are in this room.
All right, so you're squirting them and squishing.
Yep.
All right, there you go. All right, perfect. All right, you're doing that. Ilindar, what are you doing?
Ilindar is going to spend his whole round
Uh-huh.
merging into Storm,
Oh,
so he can't be
gross.
targeted anymore. And then Storm's
That's
already
pretty-
in reach of this guy, so she's gonna
Is
Throw herself in the pit.
Is Ilindar jumping up Storm's butthole? What?
pretty much, right? Yes.
Ew.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. All right, who's Illendar attacking? Isn't she
The
accepting
storm's butt.
somebody?
Is
Yeah.
assaulting.
Storm's attacking this dude.
Which dude? Like through Flash Art
Closest demon.
She's got 10-foot reach,
with
and she's much
bite?
taller. And she's much taller and bigger than.
And she's got a long neck.
Yeah.
This is a load. This is a pant load.
As most dragons do.
Yes.
Come on, come on, come on.
I'm doing it. It's
Yeah,
supposed
Wes is
All right.
asleep at the switch.
I wasn't asleep at the switch. I have to switch things. All right. 46 will hit.
That should just be a fast button on every screen you have.
There's no
I'm
fast
telling you,
buttons
he
here.
needs
I'm
a-
doing
he
the
needs
best
a
I can.
dead- He needs a dead man switch like a pedal. He just lift off the floor.
So two
All
of
right,
these are potential crits.
Yeah, I see him. Shut up.
So as she's yelling at this,
37 will miss.
that she's going to step on him for hitting Illendar.
I don't know how she does it. She's swinging her neck out past Flash Art while Illendar is jumping up her butt, and she still has the wherewithal to do a full attack action. That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
So, all right. So
Full
everything except
advantage.
for the wing buffet, the second wing buffet. Do you want to? Where's the confirmation on the crits? All right. So the
First one's a
54.
so
That's a confirmed,
that's
and then the
confirmed.
second one was a 35. That's unconfirmed.
So the first one, I want the chart for that one.
All right, and that would have been a bite.
No, it was a claw.
A claw, still gross. Ooh, heart shot. Target suffers max plus bonus and 1 con bleed. All right.
I thought you
Didn't play
outlawed
that.
bleed.
I'm gonna someday.
This isn't
Just
a
for
normal
you,
bleed.
Gato.
This is con bleed.
This is
This is
con
con
bleed. I'm
bleed.
checking his con. All right. So 1 con bleed. So he is at that. And it goes down to that as you reach in and grab his little cicada heart and squeeze it. And then how much damage total? Or have you done the math yet?
So you ready? It's 48
Okay.
plus 37
Okay.
plus 39
Okay.
plus.
Remember max plus bonus on that one crit. Oh, the 27. I think it's a 27, but it'll still count as,
So
or 37. It'll still count as, that'll be the bonus.
that would be the bonus. Okay. And then, so the last one that hit would be 21.
Okay.
And then max on that one would be 34 plus 12.
46.
46.
Okay. All right. Let me do this math. Hey, all.
The final result is 1 point more than it has.
No, it's not gonna be enough.
No, these things have a ton of hit points.
These things, yeah, they do have a ton of hit points. So, whoops,
Ooh, I like a challenge.
That wasn't it.
that wasn't it. There we go. All right. All right, is that it for you, Illendar?
Yep.
How's the weather in there?
Illendar is nice and warm and comfy, and
Oh, I
nothing
bet.
touch him.
Nothing like Dragon Colon for a comfy place to hang your head.
All I can ever picture is Jim Carrey being birthed from a fake rhino.
Right? Where's Illendar?
What a classic moment.
That's this picture.
All right. Bardos, you are still in what you suspect is some sort of vivisection lab. What do you do?
Any other magic floating around anywhere?
You've got the magic that was in there. You've got in the bag. There was no other magic other than. I mean, this looked like more of a medical laboratory. There's nothing interesting in there. Nothing. Detect magic is tipping off you too.
I guess I'm gonna assume putting a body and a full set of plate mail is going to take me more than 6 seconds, maybe.
Probably would take you a minute. Yeah, I'd take probably this round, and then you'll have it all taken. I'm assuming you're not being too precious with it. Just jamming it in the bag.
No, nope.
Okay.
12 seconds.
Ferrato.
Ferrato is going to try not to panic next to this demon.
Okay.
Take a 5-foot step here.
Mm-hmm.
Let loose arrows on this one here with one ladybug in the front arrow.
You gonna ladybug him?
I'm gonna try.
All right, here we go.
First arrow.
Natural 20 with a ladybug arrow.
Oh shit!
Confirm that though, yes?
Yes, please.
I'm not having a great day, am I?
Well, that's confirmed.
So what did she roll? I was looking.
19.
19? All right.
54 to hit.
Confirmed ladybug crit. I need to do a DC. It's a fort 25, which I probably will make. It's not 100% though.
Phrase I never thought I'd hear.
Hello.
All right. So fort is whoops. I made it. All right. So, according to that,
50 points.
Still half. So an extra 50. As the ladybug slams into this creature, you hear it yell out at just a complete. So it's 54. Oh no, so now you roll damage on it, right?
But I've got 3 more arrows yet.
All right. Do you want to roll those first?
Roll this damage because this is a triple damage arrow.
Triple damage plus 50.
Yeah.
Wait, no, it's not.
She didn't take the chart, so it's still triple damage. It's 50
Yeah,
because
she has.
of
She can still take the chart if she wants.
I'm not taking the chart, no. So triple damage on this one arrow is going to be 4 times 3 is 12d6 plus 66.
Okay. And then plus 50.
Plus 50.
So 12d6 technically plus 116.
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
One arrow.
I gotta see what this is. Frankly,
it's Fletcher area.
this is wow,
Nice.
153 points on a single arrow. Okay, so and because it is ensorcelled and blessed by what's her name?
Rastal.
No, Rastal's daughter.
No, Rastal's daughter.
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Susie.
Not Susie.
Susie.
Halkamora.
That would have been his second guess.
Yeah.
Halkamora. All right. So 153. All right. Watch the bar. Watch that bar. 1, 5, 3. Here we go.
Whoa.
Quick, somebody firm.
Well, I think Genevieve has a couple shots.
She's got 3 more shots.
Are going to take care of it.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try. Let's see what we can do.
All right.
Okay. Let's see here.
Now that was the first arrow, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
With mini shot though, don't you have 2 arrows?
Yeah, that mini shot should.
Damage on the second one with that. That's not going to be triple.
It's not critted, but it's
it won't
not,
be.
it's
It won't be all
hit.
critted, but it's.
It already hit.
So it's just going to be double because it's evil creature.
Right.
So 46 plus 44. That should take care of that.
Well, let me tell you right now. It's got an AC of 40 and 20 hit points left.
Well,
this arrow
my
already
first
hit.
hit already hit it with arrows. I just didn't do the damage on the second.
Her
arrow.
first shot.
Oh,
she
that's
actually
right, it's
fires
many
2
shot.
arrows.
Yeah, so
And that was the first arrow. There's the second one.
Damn it.
Yep.
All right. It really was.
Nope.
I mean, you hit it in basically what the thorax, amidships of the creature with the arrow, and you could feel sort of Halkamora's power sort of coming out of your bow, and you could see as the second arrow hits around the same time in the same area, you could see it sort of just you could hear this cracking noise as it explodes outward. Its chest and thorax just explode outward and litters the ground with this sort of like gel, this grayish gel-like substance, and you can see coming out of what it passes for like some sort of spinal column or rib cage, you can see various kinds of flowers and mosses begin to sort of grow outwards as it falls down on the ground. And the air fills with the smell of vines like plants.
Hey, Les.
Mm-hmm.
Make a note, 2 arrows, 207 points of damage. Well done, Jennifer.
That's pretty good.
Fun. So I'm grateful that I'm not standing close enough to get all that ick on me, but I am
Right.
thankful that it's got such a pleasant foresty aroma, and it makes me. I want
You still have several other arrows to shoot.
I do. So am I too close though to this one? Because I'm 10
No,
feet.
you're close enough. I mean, you're far away enough. You're with 10 feet away. Yeah. So you want to put the other arrows? You just want to like whirl and put the other ones?
Yep, I'm going to pivot. And here's the second shot.
That's it. Game over.
Is a 46 hit?
46 would hit. So that is a confirmed
That's a
critic.
confirmed.
Another confirmed crit.
So another triple damage arrow without the plus.
Wow. Okay.
Evil
Like
creature.
watching Legolas at work.
Is that
I feel like I'm
12?
in a,
I know.
I feel
So
like I'm in a
12d6
dungeon
plus-
master proctology exam over here.
Oh. Okay.
All right. So triple damage on that. So 97
Nice. Look at that
points. Jesus
roll.
balls.
Holy cow.
Okay. Look at all those sixes. Nothing below a 4.
And then a 5 and 2 4s. Yeah.
And we
All
still
right.
have 2 arrows, but that is such an advantage. So let's see how we do.
All right.
Natty 20s, 2 in a row. That's like a long time coming there.
Yeah, it's super good.
Feels down as enthused last.
Everybody but me is rolling 20s tonight.
Oh, there we go.
33's a miss.
That evens things out a little bit, doesn't it?
And 39 is a miss, sadly.
Hey,
AC
I'm so
40.
Okay.
All right. Ferrado, you planning on doing anything else to me?
No, I think I'm good. Last you take
All right, fine. Fletcher, you are still covered with a fair amount of ants, which will be are biting.
He's not too worried.
Okay. All right. So
Like,
wait,
whatever.
are you moving away?
5-foot step.
All right. If a creature, so it has so these ant swarms have a special ability called cling. If a creature leaves an army ant swarm's square, the swarm suffers D6 points of damage to reflect the loss of the numbers as several of the crawling pests continue to cling tenaciously to the victim. The creature with the army ants still clinging to him takes another 3d6 points at the end of his turn.
Nice.
As a full round action, you can remove the clinging ant. So I take D6 points of damage as you move away. So we'll just do that. Batouche. Max damn. And you take 3d6 at the end of your turn.
Okay.
I think you should
I
blast
mentioned to
the entire
Lothar, I
time.
said, you still got that bug repulsion thing going? Because I could used to get these ants off me.
I'm coming.
I figured you would just like it because it's powering your rage, these ants, you know.
And then I do a
Yes,
full
bite into
attack
my
action.
flesh.
And I look kind of sad at this guy, like, you were supposed to be a bigger challenge than this.
Threshold falls off the wall.
Personal foul, taunting.
Yeah, what the mean lantern is back. All right. 46 and 41 are both hits. 45 is a hit.
All these swings.
He's got 58 points of damage, or
Yeah,
58
you're
hit points
about
left.
two of these.
28's a
28
miss.
misses. Okay. I'll stop at that point because I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure too. So 38, yeah, that's enough right there. So he goes down in a hail of Fletcher.
Flashheart looks up from looking at his bag. Wait, is it over?
All right, hold on a second.
Well done, Ferrado.
There's still some fire.
I'll tell you what. Give
Fletch. Flash.
give
You just did
Fletcher
100
credit, but that was Ferrado did all that.
No,
Yeah, that was almost.
that was an effort. Fletcher just did 130 points and like.
Yeah, but only 40 of it mattered.
Yeah.
This is why you never let archers live to level 18.
I have to say that was her shining moment of 7 years of play.
You just straight up executed this one right here. I mean, just like we're done here.
It was fun.
276 points of damage.
Yep. All All right, Fletcher, that's it for you.
That's it for me.
All right, so take 9 points of damage from the remaining army ants. Flashheart, you're shocked to be surrounded. One, you're shocked to see Ilindar stuff himself up Storm's butt, but also to see Ferrado just completely, absolutely executing these cicada demons. Fletcher just sort of ham-handedly just kind of throws a sword over there. Is like, I guess I'll finish this one off. But yeah, and then there's a fair amount going on. But yeah, there's still creatures around. You're not sure where. Somebody is casting flame strikes and stuff like that. You don't know what's going on.
All right, so I don't see anything. Can I assist Fletcher getting these things off him? I got my big gauntlets
yes,
on. I
you
slap
can
the crap out of him with fire.
you can actually as a hold on a second.
Standard action.
As a full round action, you can
Oh, okay.
remove the DC. You can get all the ants removed with a DC 17 reflex save. So for you, it would be a dexterity. Probably just do the same. A DC 17 reflex save to
Scrape them all off.
to
and get 'em
scrape
off
them all off and keep from being bit. 17. All right, so you got them all off.
I come at him with radiance. Hold still.
Whatever you do, don't move. All right, we go into round 4. Lothar, you are up. You see Gatto. Gatto, you've just about got them all stomped. It's been taking a while. You're blasting water. Lothar, you see Gatto just like squirting water around and stomping on things. It's a shit show. But it's your turn, Lothar. Is he there?
Lothar has left the building.
Lothar has left Where is he?
I don't know.
Plus,
His balls are still there.
the greater tentacles are
Might have had a leak.
20 radius. In case that makes a difference on anything else coming.
Well, I've got it pushed back. Yeah, I made this thing a little smaller so it could fit in the area where you wanted it to fit. Otherwise, it would be halfway out into the hallway, and I know you didn't want that.
Well, I wanted the lead edge where you have it, but it could extend back. I just don't know if it's going to affect anything else coming up on us.
Chuck, you're up.
Gotcha. Okay, I can extend it back. So this thing is a balcony that you can that leads off into the thing. So here, let me make it a little bigger. So like that. That's pretty close. 20 radius. Oh, even a little bigger, maybe even. How about that? That okay, Ferrado?
I'm sorry. I thought that was an open area. I didn't realize it was a balcony. But yeah.
It's a balcony, so it's sort of the tentacles are sort of off to the back.
Yeah, it's a moot point. I didn't get it.
You're
All
up,
right,
Chuck.
so
It is more impressive.
is he here?
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm
you
here.
back.
Oh, okay. I didn't see. You're not on my screen. Oh, there you are. Okay.
I'm going to
sorry.
move up to here so
Okay.
that the repel vermin encompasses Fletcher.
Okay. Yeah, and it blows those backwards into this area as the vermin try to get away.
And then I'm going to channel energy.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Do that next round.
Oh, do you got to get out of your dragon's ass first?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll wait until Ilindar decides to come out of his
Ouch.
dragon's ass.
Yeah, you did hear me say that I do this so I can't be targeted by spells, right?
Okay, yeah. So let's see.
Sorry,
one
his
else looks-
It's only because you love your party so much and you know you're going to get ridiculed, you still do it.
Yep.
So no.
Matter of fact, I
one
make a
else
big deal out of doing it, just so you know.
All right, so
Is
are you gonna delay Lothar? No, you've already moved. So
I've already moved. So my turn is going to be to move up and basically get the vermin off of Fletcher.
gotcha. Okay, that's it for you then.
Yeah.
Illinois just
right.
pokes his head out just enough to say, wait
I
till I
just-
get out.
Put my hand out. Okay, hit me with it.
1 minute.
I'm sorry, Storm. You have a hand coming out of your butt.
Yeah. Son, do
five.
you realize you have a panty on your head?
All right, that's she's going to do. Whoops! Stop doing that. All right. Sorry. Yeah. She's gonna go into there. Okay. Gatto. By the end of this round, you have pretty much stomped all the worms that you can see and squirted them all over the place. You don't see any more worms moving around, and the place is filled with water, and you've pretty much destroyed the entire area.
Anything,
Counterpoint, we've improved the area.
yeah. Anything, if I detect magic now, do I detect anything still I might want to just
Yeah, a lot of
examine
this stuff is still magical. You still want to you do notice that there is a fading magic of a bottle that was squirted off the table. But there's a little satchel that is on the ground sort of sitting in a puddle, but it doesn't look destroyed. And there looks to be a bone tube of some sort that's also on the floor.
Okay, the bone tube is probably a scroll tube.
That's what it looks like.
Okay, scoop up those 3 items: the potion, the little satchel, and
The bottle's broken.
okay, the 2 items: the little satchel and the little bag and the scroll tube, and put them in my handy haversack. I'll talk to the guys about it later.
Okay,
Sure you
sounds
will.
good. Okay, cool. All right, so that's it for you. You grab those up. Ilindar, you are you don't see anything. It's completely dark where you are,
Really dark.
and it
Oh, as long as
smells
I'm
like
with Storm, I see out of Storm's stuff. So, okay,
You
I come back out here.
you could see out. How does Storm control that?
Whenever I'm merged, I can see through Storm senses. But I only have so many rounds per day that I can do this. So,
Okay, gross.
We might need more of Lothar's water to clean him off.
I come out. I get the
It's a
30
bidet.
gallons? Yeah.
Create water's a cantrip, which is fortunate.
just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Enema time.
And that's it. So Storm moved, and then it is a full round action for me to
Emerge.
emerge. So
Bardos, what are you doing?
My
I'm
only
done, so I'm
regret
gonna
is that you didn't
walk
bring
back
this up
up.
earlier in the campaign, because that would have really would have carried us a long way, Mike.
yeah, see, I didn't get this ability until like level I don't know, 13, 14, 15, somewhere in there.
Apologies, Gordon, I interrupted you.
That's all right.
What were you saying, Gordon? You're coming out of there?
I'm just gonna go up to that door and watch Gatto and tell him, this door hasn't been opened yet if you want to open it.
Okay.
Yeah. Have we finished with the south room also?
Yeah, I think I pretty much got everything out of there that was of
I'm gonna
any
tell
value.
Bardos someone's casting spells at us, so we could use your see invisibility to tell us where this caster is so we can pummel him.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll keep going up then.
You gonna go into the room?
Yep.
All right. Take a look around. Give me a perception check. 36. You do not see any invisible creatures.
I do
Not in the
not see-
hallway and not in the balcony. As far as as much as the balcony you can see.
Eleanor, what's going on? I don't see anything invisible. What are you saying? What's happening?
Someone just cast a spell at us. I don't know what this caster is or where this caster is, but it was when these demons attacked, and the demons were doing other things, so I don't think it was the demon that did it.
Might have been a hit and run. Maybe another one of these worm creatures, or the one that we thought we killed. Maybe we didn't really kill. Could be back.
We've got another
maybe.
door we didn't open.
Yeah, that's.
But that door's still been closed the whole time.
This one
True.
here.
Usually you have to.
That's just like, I don't understand how magic works. Don't ask
You have
me.
to see where you're casting your spell, so
Depends
I'll
on the
stay-
spell, but that's largely correct.
Bardos, go in that south room.
Okay.
Are we out of combat?
Kinda.
Kind of. Okay. Yeah.
Is
That's
this a
it, no.
room where somebody was eating Taco Bell?
yeah.
You're gonna have to be more specific.
Is this
Is it the
where all the
gurgling?
gurgling and bubbling was coming from?
Well, yeah, behind that doorway. That you guys haven't gone in there yet.
Okay, but Bardos doesn't see anything in this room.
No, and he's been in there for a couple of rounds now.
Yeah.
So realistically, and he was alone in there for a couple of rounds. So realistically, if he was going to get ambushed by something or there was somebody in there, it would have happened already, probably.
Okay. Fletcher,
Yes.
come here.
Hey Les, I'm casting See Invisibility on Storm.
Okay.
So it's gonna last for
I'm gonna open this door.
it's gonna last for 3 hours, so
Go for it.
All right.
Oh, I see a critter.
All right. Hold on a second. So you open that door. Make sure a little place I like to call F10.
that's not
This
what the
room.
module says.
It's a little place I like to call F10. All right. So this room smells, it has a bitter smell to it. Stale chemicals, vinegar. Shelves are swarming with vermin and contain uncountable numbers of body parts. Some preserved in glass, just some of them setting there. You can see that there are sort of jars and of stuff in this area just sort of sitting there, and a huge table in the middle that's just sitting there. And the central table, you have something laying on top of it. And it's large, so it's big. It's bigger than a man. Probably 8-9 feet, probably 8 feet tall. But it's laying down, and as you look at it, Fletcher, I guess since you're there who's at the doorway? I guess it's Gatto peeking in, or is it Fletcher
Gatto
peeking
and
in?
Fletcher.
All right,
We're
so you
both
guys
looking
take a look at it, and you can see it's hard to see from a distance because it looks covered in blood, but it's vaguely humanoid in appearance. And when you look there, it looks like this.
Nice.
It's
That's
just
an
this
experiment gone wrong.
weird thing. The worst part is that those little tendrils, those little sort of snaky tendrils that cover all of this,
Mm.
the little blood vessel looking things, are sort of waving a little bit in the wind and sort of like moving around. It makes when the door slams open, you guys are looking at it, and it makes a kind of noise, which is what you guys heard outside. So you think that creature is making the noise. You don't see anybody else.
Okay.
Okay, same-ish or new-ish?
Same-ish. I think we'll just at this point we'll go back to the regular Inish Ferrado. What are you doing? Lean up against that wall, rest for a bit.
Jennifer,
Travis,
you're
So I was
muted.
peeking down the hall.
All right, you see Fletcher, Gatto, and Bardos are all sort of hovering around by that thing, and you hear this like sort of
I hollered down there and asked, "Do you need help?"
noise coming from in the room that they're peering in.
No,
I'm about to move away.
I'll come down and peer into the room.
Okay.
You see a target.
Yeah, you
So-
see largely what what I described to the guys. I mean, you see this big sort of 8-foot, 8.5-foot long creature. It's not attacking, it's just laying there. It's making this sort of gargling noise, and it has these little sort of tendrils that are coming, are coming up. It looks like, well, first thing it looks like is that like somebody who had their skin peeled off, but you can see that like all
Wait,
these
man.
little fibrous material are sort of like moving a little bit, but it's laying on a stone table. It hasn't attacked or anything.
I don't feel like antagonizing it unless you
It
guys
looked
see
like it was a human at one point.
That would be, well, who's asking? Who's looking? So you're Ilendar, you're still wiping.
No,
I
this
don't
is
know.
me asking in general. I'm
Well, I'll move in and try some detect some knowledge checks and see if I can get it. I mean, I think that's an excellent
Give me a
question.
knowledge nature.
That's an excellent question.
and you're like, there's no way this is natural.
31. You don't think it's a human. You're looking at the way it's skeleton. I mean, it's a lot of the skeletal aspects of it. The bone structure is visible. The head is elongated. You don't see on the skull portions. It looks like the eyes are, the eye pits are in the wrong spots. The nasal cavity is oblong and strangely shaped. It looks like its jaw is largely tubular looking. There's no proper hinged jaw. It looks like some sort of maybe a place where a proboscis might have once been, but it's not there now. The torso is elongated, much longer than a human would be, and the leg bones look like, well, frankly, they look like the legs are thin and sort of, they have those reverse knees that like birds have. So whatever this thing is, it's not a human.
That's a hopper. What's the chain at the end of the room? What's the deal with the chain down there?
It's just a large chain that is blocking off the bottom part of the room. There is a lot of like bones and stuff over there, but it's just hanging down. So it's possible that creatures of a certain size may be kept in place by that, but it looks like creatures could be hung on it. Because it's relatively high up. It's about 6 feet in the air.
And then what are the brown things underneath?
Those look like old corpses.
So I feel like this thing is eating those things that were hanging on chains, and those are the refuse. So this thing
Is this thing just laying there on its own free will, or is it chained down, or is it?
It's not chained down, but it's not also not moving either.
Does it seem to be aware that we're there?
It's making that gurgling noise, but its arms, which are sort of long and sort of like, kind of like next to it, it's like, laying flat. It's not moving its hands or its arms. It's only making sort of like a weird gurgling noise. The only thing you see moving on the creature is these like vein looking things that are sort of like tendriling around. It's almost fungus-like, but they're red and they look more like veins or blood vessels of some sort, and they're kind of like just sticking out at various places, and they are sort of like moving kind of like this kind of thing, but it hasn't moved in a way that would indicate to you that it looks like it's trying to get off the table.
Okay, I'm going to say, Fletcher, come in here.
Put it out of its misery.
Huh?
Put it out of its misery.
You're in. Fletcher's in there.
Well, I'm just outside the door, but coming.
Say sharpen your blade on this thing. Yeah. I don't think the world will be lost for its missing or being missing.
Ah, excellent.
I'm not going to do it.
That's a good idea.
All right, so Fletcher, so Ferrado, you call in Fletcher. Fletcher, what do you do?
5-foot step to here.
All right, give me a quick perception check.
Full attack action over.
Well, before you do that, give me a quick perception check.
22.
22. You do see as you approach closer, it was not visible from the doorway, but it has a chain around its neck. And the chain has largely sunken into the flesh, so it's very hard to see from the angle that you were at. But connected to the chain is a small, like white painted metal tag, and it's just sitting there, sort of,
I take it, and I'm back.
He takes it.
He's like, well, hey, isn't something? It's like, got it, gone.
Argano, are you going to try and go get it?
I don't.
All right. But Fletcher, yeah, you see a tag, and you can't read it from here because you're still like 9 feet away.
What's
like
the name of that thing that we either have to kill or free?
Like a label or like a...
I don't know, it's hard to see.
Tag.
A mezzalin.
Like dog tags?
Does the tag say a mezzalin?
I don't know. Do you go and read it?
Okay.
Well, I'm not even in the room, so...
And Fletcher's raging. He's not going to be that interested.
Okay. So
I think he's still going to attack.
All right.
We'll deal with the consequences after.
Don, are there anything on that list that say save, don't kill?
What do you think we're supposed to save?
Yes,
You're not on the list.
You're not
the
on
mezzalin is freed or slain. open spirit is released to the boneyard. Wyvern McLean is slain. Areelu Vorlesh is slain. Nothing necessarily saved.
So lots
Okay.
of lots of slaying. Okay.
Bring on the
And
sword.
Mislin can be freed or slain.
Well, I'm not, I mean, it's just a question of
Right, I know. We can kill it.
Fletcher's raging. He's about to kill it. I was just making sure
That
That's
nobody
not
wants
gonna-
to stop him.
that's not going to cause us an issue. And we're all mentally connected. So
All right, he attacks.
All right. All right, the 42 easily hits. It's not moving. Where are you? I mean, where are you attacking it? Like, on what part of its body?
Most likely, these would the sword strikes would be overhead slashes,
Like to
mostly
the
around the
head?
shoulders and neck and
Okay.
head. Yeah,
All right.
and then
So,
the Galabrazoo arm would be a stab to the body.
all right. So before you even do that, you just take one big slash, and it just crunches into the sort of the side of the head and what would normally be the position of the collarbone, although you don't see any collarbones here, and it just crunches into it, and you can. It's almost. When you crunch into it, it's not bones that are crunching because you see it. I mean, there's sort of certain bone-like structures. You can see ribs, you can see other stuff, but as your sword crunches into them, it's more like the crackling of like if you step on a beetle, for example, and it just kind of goes and crunches in. It takes off a fair amount of the side of its head. And a bunch of a portion of the shoulder and that chunk just falls off onto the floor. You can see, so a couple of things. Give me a quick perception check. 28. All right. So you see a couple of things. The first thing you see is you watch the chunk that you've just very kind of easily sawn off this creature. It's part of his head, a bunch of shoulder meat, and it falls to the ground. And you know those tentacles that are like the blood vessel things that are moving? You can see, you're sort of watching the piece, and you can see those tentacles, those blood vessel things kind of like reach out, and they reach out on the stone, and you can see them sort of, and they're dragging the pieces back towards the table. When they reach the bottom of the table, you can see them sort of like, and they're starting to come back up.
Kind of crawl up
They're trying to crawl back onto the table, the pieces. Its eyes are sort of like looking around, and you can see it looking at you, Fletcher. And it's kind of like, you could see it sort of like it's blinking. Like it's blinking like rhythmically at you. And it makes that.
anybody know Morse code?
No, I'm trying to quit.
All right.
Okay.
Flashheart, what are you doing? You're still out in the hallway staring at at
So
Ferrado's
I
black
didn't do any
tentacles.
damage. I didn't even roll my damage.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Trying to keep my gorge down from all these descriptions.
Because for whatever reason, your attacks do not seem to do damage in the traditional sense. They saw off pieces, but those pieces try to go back.
Got it.
Yeah, we need knowledge. We need a smart person in there.
So, real quick, have we been down to this room yet? Where the
this is the room we came in originally, is not?
What happened?
We came in the hallway, but then
We came in the hallway. You're right.
This was the first room that we went where we fought the big demon guy.
And we cast the first dimensional anchor.
Yeah, dimensional anchor in there.
Where are we not explored yet?
Down this way.
What do you think would happen if we healed this thing?
Heal it?
Why would it be here? It's part of this adventure, but why?
So I'm just putting in there. Don't be alarmed. That's just the location directly above of which is the hatch that goes to the roof.
Oh my God!
Don't be alarmed. I said.
Bardos, Illendor, Lothar. Why don't you guys go in there and examine this thing?
Are we still in initiative, or are we dropping out of initiative?
Oh, we're still in initiative.
Okay. Well, I'm just waiting for my turn.
Okay.
So
Flashheart, where are you going? You're going to go down there and check that area over there?
Yeah, I'm not sure how I can go. I guess I go a little farther now, see if I can.
All right. Well, there's one of those worm creatures down there. It's still very obviously dead. It was very much blasted by one guess's spell, and it doesn't seem to have recovered at all from that.
So if can I stand here without or I guess go a little bit, I'm kind of in a wall there.
Where'd Gatto
Yeah.
go?
Right here.
So
You know what? Let's do Fallout of Initiative right now.
is this
Where'd
room,
Gatto go?
is this room a dead end unless I don't see anything in this room? Get out.
You mean the southern room? This room here?
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't. I mean, you don't see anything in there. You want me to describe that room to you?
please.
All right, sir. So this room.
Tell him what he's won, Bob.
So there's a ton of. So again, like every room you've been here, the walls of this room seethe with crawling vermin. But there are numerous recessed shelves where there are hundreds of books, scrolls, even some stone tablets. The vermin scuttle. The bugs are all over these things. They scuttle all over them, but they don't seem to be eating them or anything like that. There's just a ton of. It looks like a ton of books.
I'm sure somebody in this party would love to get their hands on these books, but not this paladin. So do I see anything that stands out to me in terms of like something that either I don't know if I detect good, I know I detect evil, but that doesn't.
Ilindar, remind me of the stuff that you took off of the body of that creature that Lothar killed.
Everything that you said was magical. Like there was a headband thing.
Okay.
What else did you tell me? It was a bunch of metal stuff. So it was a headband. Was there any rings?
Okay. Okay. So Flashheart, can you do detect magic?
That's a great question. Can I do detect magic? Let's see. I have tons of spells that I hardly ever use. But I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any detect magic type stuff. Okay, there you go. After consulting with my paladin consigliere,
All right. All right. So yeah, you're just surrounded by books and stacked scrolls, and there's bugs covering all of it.
Flashheart, though, you do have the mental connection. So if you say, "Hey, can somebody help?"
Yes. I'll say, can somebody a bibliophile come on down here? We got a bunch of buggy books that might be of interest to somebody, but not this. This paladin's got skills, but Raiden is not one of them.
He's one of the illiterate paladins of
One of
Iomade,
the illiterate paladins.
the IPI.
Yeah, I'm a paladin savant. Just
All right, Ilindar, you
I'm
doing
heading down there, and I've got detect magic going.
All right.
I'm start looking through.
You do see several things on the shelves that radiate magic, including one that seems quite interesting to you. You suspect it might contain summoning magic.
Okay, are they all books or are they?
Some are scrolls, some are books.
Flashheart, can you detect evil on items?
Yes.
So basically, I'm gonna say I don't want to touch anything that's evil, but is there anything magic in here that? So basically, I'll start pointing out things that I see as magical, and just having Flashheart say, "Is this cool?" So is there anything that's very magical and very evil in here? Because that's something that both of us would be able to point out.
Well, a lot of the material, is neutral. It radiates magic, but it doesn't radiate evil. There are two books that do radiate evil, but they also radiate transmutation magic.
one of these books is called "The Story of Gatto," an autobiography.
That's the neutral one.
That's the neutral one. The two evil books that are transmutation magic.
Mm-hmm. And they seem to be a matched pair.
I'm gonna call Gatto in here to see if he thinks there's any traps on them.
Gatto, we have some evil stuff we need you to look at.
Yeah, we need to
see if it's valuable.
What about the non-evil stuff?
You see 6 individual scrolls and 2 books. You want to check them out?
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll go to the
So the problem is they're covered in bugs. To get them, you would have to get through the bugs.
Oh,
Lothar.
Lothar, when you're done in there with the blob, we're gonna
hold
need you here.
on. I get out my bottle.
Oh, you're gonna use water to squirt stuff off of books?
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Well, I was gonna look at this guy or this.
Look
Yeah,
at that
he-
guy first.
Yeah, that guy's
Look at that
more
guy first.
urgent than this, but
So I'm gonna try an, I guess, a knowledge nature check.
Okay.
See if I can figure out what he is. Or would knowledge planes be better?
No, more like religion. You suspect that this might, I mean, as Ferrado saw, this creature is not a man by any stretch of the imagination. It's not anywhere remotely human anymore.
Right.
But it may once have been, but it has been warped and twisted very badly so that any humanity is probably have been destroyed out of it.
So
Its eyes,
24
as you
knowledge religion.
okay.
Hey, Flash Shark, can you come in here?
What are you trying to learn?
Well, what type of creature is this?
So 24. So you're not sure that this could, honestly, you're not sure. It's not a demon. It's not
Okay.
undead. If you had to guess as to what type this creature is now, probably the answer is aberration.
Okay.
But it's possible that this was once a human. Just
So-
You detect evil.
terribly twisted.
I don't think I can detect evil.
No, I was talking
Oh.
to Matt.
Flash Shark would be more
Flash
sort
Shark.
of-
So
Can't get in a room. I can I can detect evil though.
do I see this tag that was on it?
Yeah, you can see it. The chain, you can see the chain. The chain looks to be of like platinum.
Well, what does the tag say?
Well, can you read abyssal?
Yes. Well, hang on. Yes.
It has just 2 letters on it.
Okay.
WN in abyssal script.
That cuddle or
Do you
run?
relay that?
Yeah, I'll share that with
Yes.
everybody. Does anybody
With-
know?
Wiver-
someone?
Wiver Nocklin is slain is one of the targets.
I don't know what that
Wiver
means.
Nocklin.
Okay.
Nocklin is slain.
We want to kill him?
We already kill him.
Well, let's confirm that it's who it is, and then we will. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to confirm that's what he is. That's what the tag says is WN.
Can I detect? I can detect evil here, right, Les?
Yep.
All right, I'm detecting evil.
He's definitely evil.
All right.
But there's 2 kinds of evil. One is the
No,
creature.
there's just one kind of evil.
Well, no, in this case, so there's like layers of evil here.
Yeah.
So on one hand, you initially get the the same sort of evil that you get from everything around here, which is that very thick, hot, chaotic evil, demonic, abyssal presence, right? That kind of thing. And that's what he comes with first. But underneath that, sort of in the core of this creature, as you sort of like look at it, you can see that very small, there's a hot, dense core of blackest lawful evil. But it's
So this is
small. It's like
corrupted.
it's been twisted and compressed and
Oh, like accountants? We talking here?
kind of like an
Yes.
accountant, yeah.
All I
Absolute
heard was
evil.
blah, 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 evil, blah, 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 evil.
Like somebody get a contract in here. We need to make a deal. Oh, sorry, Lothar.
I'll
Stop
be
it.
right there.
Flashheart, your feeling is that this was once a lawful evil creature, potentially a human, although it doesn't even remotely resemble a human now, that had been twisted and warped in some way that now the demonic, chaotic, evil element far exceeds any lawful evilness that it once may have been.
So, are we having trouble killing him? Why are we all standing around him? He's definitely
Well,
evil.
so
Trying
Fletcher
to talk to us.
Fletcher hit it with his sword and cut off a piece of its head and a punch of its shoulder, which dropped onto the ground, and then began using these like funky fungus-like tendrils to crawl back up. And as you guys are like coming around, you can see that the pieces are crawling back up onto the table.
Flashheart, go make a deal with him.
We'll make
Stop
a deal.
There'll be no deals. You people are ridiculous.
I think we need magic to kill him.
We need what?
Magic.
Well, you can try fire. Or something
Try
like that.
radiance.
Yeah, maybe it
Radiant.
needs radiance.
I will try to tenderly mercifully kill this creature when it's not looking.
I'd like to. Okay.
So
It
was
did try to talk to us. If
Hey,
somebody wants to try to talk to it, maybe
Well,
it
it
has
is
something to say.
the
Was
sort
this
of
guy the one
twisted
of the
eyes
ones
are
that
sort
we
of
could,
blinking
like-
at you.
This wasn't a free or kill. This was just a kill, right?
Yeah.
Right, Don?
If it is Wyvern Knuckling, it is just a slain.
It's
Yeah.
just a slot. Okay.
Let's
And
see
he
if
is
George got
evil.
money.
Can I try to disable it maybe?
Disable it like it's a trap?
Yeah.
Like it's a trap.
Yes.
Figure out a way of keeping it from reconstituting, kind of.
Okay.
Can we just drag
I
it over the
mean-
black tentacles and have it disassembled over there?
As you guys are sort of
Sounds like
standing around,
parading
those
exploded blows.
two chunks manage to crawl their way back up onto the table, and they crawl over to the places where they once were, and they sort of like reattach themselves
Reattach.
until it like, and you see the eyeballs roll up, and there's some blood and like goo that's sort of like coming off of it, but then they reattach themselves, and you can hear that sort of like stepping on a beetle, sort of like keratin crunch, kind of like.
Guys, with your permission, I'd like to examine this and see if I can disable it.
Doesn't have
Well,
a
you know,
mouth,
he-
right? Les?
Yeah,
It has
let's,
it sort of does. I mean, but it's not. It's just making that sort of gurgly noise off of it. So if we look at it, you can see its face. So see its mouth there.
Yeah.
It's sort of like it's just like a vertical slot, and it has these kind of like tendrils or tubes coming out of it onto the floor. You can see the eyes. So the two eyes are sort of spread apart, and they're off angle, and they are blinking. It's looking at you. Its eyes are like these little white pits, in it. It's very disgusting.
Lothar, can you do a low level heal thing just to see if we can get it to talk to us? I'm just curious what it has to say.
What?
That's what I said earlier. I think
We don't have to
should
make
try
a
to
deal.
build that.
You want me to heal this evil thing?
I do too.
Just so we can figure out what it's trying to say.
I don't.
Well, we got to do something, Lothar. I tried killing it. It won't die.
Hey, Lothar,
You tried killing it.
go
with-
help
You
out
just did one
Ilindar in the
swing.
library.
You can try holy fire or something like that to kill it.
Are you guys Onoing Lothar?
Gatto's trying, but he's jokingly well, he's mistaken if he thinks I listen to him.
I have no heal potions.
He is
Do you
not
have heal
mistaken. He
potions?
never thinks you listen to him.
Yes. So why don't you go find something useful to do?
Oh, I do.
So you
have
don't
a
want me to
first
try to
class.
disable this?
Disable what?
the undead creature.
I would like to examine this and see if there's a way I can treat it like a trap.
Well, examine it. I'm not stopping
Okay.
All
you.
right, give me a
Um,
perception check.
I'm gonna do a perception check. Before I do that, I'm gonna give Bardos the sack and bone case that I found in the other room.
Okay, it's like a little. It's about the sack is small. It's about the size of a tobacco pouch. Yeah, if any of your grandfathers ever smoked a pipe, they probably had a little tobacco pouch with them. It's about that size.
44
Okay.
spellcraft to try to detect the magic.
And-
In the stuff that Gato handed you.
Yeah.
All right, so there's a scroll in the. Hold on.
Bone scroll case.
There's a scroll in the bone scroll case, which is a scroll of polymorph any object.
Oh, that's a high level scroll.
And inside the pouch are a couple of pinches of what look to you to be dust of disappearance.
Da-da-da. I rolled a 40 for the perception check, +5 if it's a trap.
All right, so you're looking at this thing, and you're there's no way that you can figure. Are you describe to me in what sense you think this might be a trap, or are you just poking around at it?
Something that I can disassemble, like disarm trap, where you're disassembling it. That's what I'm trying to see if I can do.
It's not.
Maybe not.
You don't get the vibe that this is a trap. I mean, you could theoretically disassemble him. He has given no offense at this point. He has not attacked or done anything other than sort of like blink at you guys. You're not sure and make this sort of gurgling sound. Those of you who are, I mean, Bardos, you probably have more languages than anybody else. You don't recognize it as any sort of language. It's just a guttural sort of gurgling noise. I mean, it's possible it's trying to say something, but your guess is that whatever it has from a point of view of vocal cords or anything like that, they are absolutely insufficient to form words or anything like that. So he's just making this gurgling noise. Other than that, it's not, yeah, it's a creature. It's not a trap. Those as you stand kind of close to it and sort of examine it, Gatto, you can see that as you sort of lean over to it, those tendrils kind of come up towards you a little bit, the ones that are connected to the body.
Yeah,
but
wrestle it down.
they're only about 4 to 6 inches long at the longest. Most of them are smaller. They're not very long. It's just sort of like it obviously can sense you guys. I mean, it's looking. I mean, its eyes are sort of going back and forth between Flashheart and Bardos and Lothar and Gatto, and Fletcher. But it's just like sort of blinking. And honestly, at first, it may have looked like it was trying to maybe communicate with blinking, and maybe it still is. But if there's a code, it's not Morse code. It's not, it's not like 1 for yes or 2 for no. It's just like this random blinking that it's doing.
It looks like it's been tortured for a long time. We probably just need to kill it.
Yeah.
Just got to figure out how to do it.
Like tongues would not help, right? Pushing the tongues.
How would it be in the adventure if it was just meant to be killed? It doesn't make sense. There's more to it, but
yeah.
Les,
Mm-hmm.
I have a potion of tongues.
Okay.
Would that help with communication?
Tongues.
Allows you to speak any language.
Let me read the spell real quick.
As long as it is a language that would allow you to understand it. But if it's just gibberish, there's no language.
You speak and understand the language of any intelligent creature, whether it's a racial tongue or a regional dialect. The subject can speak only one language at a time, though it may be able to understand. Tongues does not enable you to speak with creatures who don't speak. The subject can make itself understood as far as its voice carries. So there's 2 elements here. So one, it grants the creature the ability to speak and understand the language of any intelligent creature. The subject can make itself understood as far as its voice carries. I think you might be able, I mean, if you pour it down its gullet, it might give it enough magical properties to form back into words. It's possible because it doesn't say anything about
Do it.
I mean, it doesn't. It says it grants the creature the ability to speak and understand the language of any intelligent creature. So it grants the ability to speak.
Yeah, why not? We're on our final adventure here. Let's pull all the stops out.
I give it one of my potions of tongues.
All right. So what do you do? You just like pour it into its mouth?
Pour it into the mouth.
Okay. All right. So you pour it into the mouth and you wait for a second, and it sort of starts choking on it a little bit because it's got, it's like you're pouring it into there and it's laying down. It's like, and there's a moment where you think it didn't work. This isn't working. And then you can hear it's just like, the first thing it says is, "Where is Opon? Where is Opon? My friend Opon, where is he? You are not Opon, where is he?"
We have not found Opon. We are looking for him. And are you Wiver Nocklin?
Wiver, that was my name. That was my name.
where was the last time you saw Opan?
I don't know, many years. Yesterday, I don't know. I don't know, but you must save him. You save my friend. You must save him.
We will find him and help him.
You at this point, the arm lifts up and grabs a hold of you, and you can feel though it grabs a hold of your hand, and so the creature is looking right at you, Gato, and he says, "Swear to me that you will help him. Swear by the demons that you serve."
I swear by the
Tacticula.
lady that I serve that I will help Opan be put to rest to escape or lay at rest.
Remember your oath. And his hand drops back down, and it looks he's super tired. Now you must kill me. He looks around. He sort of sees Fletcher. He says, "Your blades will not do it. You must kill me." And he looks at Bardos and Lothar, and it says, "Your blade." He looks at Flashheart. His eyes kind of lower. "Your blade may work, but I need your help." As he looks at Bardos and Lothar, "You must kill me. Kill me. I have suffered for a century."
This is how I wake up after a hangover.
Lothar? Flashheart, your blade will probably do it.
I'm gonna teach Lenny about the rabbits. Come here, Lenny. Look away. All right.
Look at the flowers.
Yeah, look at
All right. So what do you do?
I'm stepping behind him a little bit and driving my radiance directly through his head.
All
Or
right.
through his heart. I think where his heart.
Through where his heart would be?
Yes.
All right. Radiance, when you draw Radiance, you could tell that Radiance is reluctant for some reason. It's like she's, her song is cautious and a little nervous. And when you plunge her into this creature's chest, you hear this Radiance like screams out like, "Wah!" She does not like this at all. But the power of the blade, just sort of like you can hear the crackling and a black sort of like charring effect kind of emanates out from Radiance and comes, kind of like, and begins to think. You see the tendrils kind of like fall away and die and turn black and crack off. And finally you see the last thing that it says is, "Thank you," as the blackness covers his head, and you see the eyes just turn like coals and then black ashes.
Yay!
Flashheart, good job. I knew your blade didn't want to, but it was the right thing to do for this man.
So in this case, we have now
slain
Wyvern Nochlin.
Yay!
So we will do that. So you have slain Wyvern, and that's another -4 that you guys got.
Opan is the one he just told us to go find, right?
Yeah, he basically said, "Save my friend, save Opan, save him." Now the reality is, based on what with the few things that this guy said, it's likely that he has no idea under what condition
where
his friend
Opan
is. Yeah, right. Where he is or what's wrong with him. But he made you swear, Gato, by the lady, that you would save his friend.
Hey, Les, you didn't put down one of our dimensional marks on that list.
Did I not?
I didn't see green around the dimensional mark thing.
We've only done one so far.
Yeah, you've done one. Okay, so let me let's go ahead and let's
like a one action or something. How many do we have? There's 4.
4.
All right.
And do we know? We just kind of guessed this one area was it, and it was correct. Do we have a way of determining where the other 3 are?
No. I mean, you don't think so?
Not
for the dimensional locks?
Yeah. There was just a summoning type circle that we just thought, hey, this is a great one, but
all right, there you go.
I do have a spell we might be able to use if we need it.
So the big points that are left here is we have the suture. We just need to bring it to the ritual. We need to find Areelu Vorlesh. Throw down.
Do you want to go back to the? Hold on, I'm gonna put you back over there. So yeah, so you've got the secondary participants will do at that point, depending on who dies on the way there. You've placed one-dimensional lock at the 4 key location, so you've got one of those. You have not seen anything Meslin. You've killed Mistress Anamora. You have the Nihydrian Chisel. You have not found Opan. You've slain Wiver. You've slain Karamzada. You have not found Areelu, but you do have the suture in a bag.
Yep.
Along, is it the same bag that the Iomedean Paladin is in?
Yes,
Okay.
the portable hole.
Okay.
We gagged up the demon, the suture, so we can't eat him.
We have them
Okay.
each in their own hermetically sealed bags, just like in comic books.
Ziplocs. You got them in Ziplocs.
We got him in Ziploc bags.
Okay, but that's where you stand right now. So you've still got a couple. Areelu Vorlesh, obviously, that's going to be one of the biggest ones. Opan, you have not found. And Meslin, you have not found.
Yeah.
All right.
Come out wherever you are.
Search the rest of this room.
Okay, you search it. Hold on. Yeah, you don't find anything in here. You take your time and search this place, but you don't find anything in here. Nothing radiates magic. Generally speaking, this was just the place. It looks like it was just a place where they had this guy, and they were doing, I don't know, some sort of warping experiments on him.
These sarcophagi down here, are there any names on them?
No, there's no names, although there are bodies in them. There was a body on that table, but Bardos took it.
Right.
Bardos, you and Ilindar are in the library? You going to check out those books?
Yep.
All right. So there
I
are.
want Gato to check the 2 evil books for traps before we touch them. But
Okay.
Okay, I'm coming.
yeah, the 2 books that aren't evil and the 6
Lothar, is there any way of identifying whose bodies those were?
Well, where are you guys at? What do you want me to do?
Well,
Oh, I
right where you
see.
are right now,
Yeah.
there's
If you go up,
2
over
or
to the
3
right, and back
bodies.
down.
Wait. There's 2 or
Right.
3 bodies in here. If there's any way you can identify who they were in life
Not
through
really.
divination or anything like that, that'd be great. I don't know if you can.
Well, I could if I rested and
But not right
Yeah,
now.
we're not doing that though.
You
Okay.
guys don't have
some
that kind
different
of time. I
spells.
mean,
Right.
you guys have to get down. I mean, they're all 3 of those bodies are quite dead.
Okay. I just want to make sure it's not Osprum's
Opans.
Opans. But it said Opan spirit though. I think he will come out to us. I'm gonna check for traps on the evil books.
Okay. Give me a roll. All right. 42
There's
for
2
traps.
of them, so
Yeah, you don't see any traps. They do look like a matched pair of books. Beyond that, you don't see any traps. The only real problem is that all the books and stuff on these things are covered in bugs.
Where? Yeah, you wanted me to come. Where's that at?
go north and then east and then south.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can't. Here, I'll make Otto radiate some light.
There. So I'll come down here. So the 10-foot radius is on. What is that thing in the middle?
It already does radiate light. So.
I'm
All
good.
right, so yeah, so you as you come in and the repellent effect sort of causes the creatures to scuttle away. In fact, many of them scuttle backwards past Bardos and Ilindar to try and get away out of the thing. They go that direction. Several of them are destroyed by the power of it, but you do empty that out. And you can see that there are Lothar, I think you have detect magic as well. You can see that there are several things that several scrolls and those books. They do radiate evil though. The 2 matched pairs of a matched pair of books. But Gato, you don't see anything that looks like a trap. They're just sitting up there.
So Bardos, you want to do there's no trap. Do you want to do a
Spellcraft.
trap to identify?
He did 49.
All right. So what do you want to look at first? There are 1, 2, 3, 4,
The matching
5,
book first.
6 scrolls and two books and the pair of evil books. 2 regular books and 2 evil books. You want to look at the evil?
Do a bunch of rolls, or you want to just do one?
No, we'll just do. You want to just? What do you want to look at first?
Scroll.
The scrolls. Okay. So the scrolls. So there's one scroll of gate, 3 scrolls of plane shift, a scroll of binding, a scroll of greater planar ally, and those are the scrolls. So gate, 3 plane shifts, binding, and greater planar ally.
Okay, got him.
Spells.
The evil books are cursed books, in the same in the manner that they are the opposite of blessed books. These well-made tomes are small, about 12 inches tall, 8 inches wide, and about 1 inch thick. They are durable, waterproof, and they are bound with iron overlaid with silver, and they have locks on them. A wizard can fill 1,000 pages of these books with spells without paying the material cost. These are specifically evil aligned, but between based on your thing, they're probably harmless to use. It just the evilness comes from the fact that it looks like it was made by evil creatures.
Gotcha.
One of the other books, the non-evil books, is a book of the Lore Master, which is a small digest-sized book, which seems to contain a random collection of words, phrases, and weird mnemonic aids. But 3 times a day, a bard can consult it while using the Lore Master class feature and gain a +5 competence bonus on knowledge checks. And the final book, the one that seemed so interesting to you, is a book of extended summoning. It is inscribed with runes related to outsiders and conjuration magic and enhances spells that summon monsters. You can apply extend spell feat to these spells as they are cast. It does not change the spell slot, and it counts as a meta magic rod for purposes of multiple effects on a spell. Basically, it's an extend spell feat for summoned creatures that does not change the level of the spell.
So it doubles how long they last.
Correct. This one is aligned to chaotic creatures, so it only works for chaotic creatures.
Not me.
Yeah, that's not really me.
We have come to a point where I don't know of another door.
Right,
I
yeah.
might have to go out
Where
the
do you keep
balcony
going?
and down that way.
Or you may not have found it.
There's nothing else in this room, plus any.
No,
any
nothing in the
weird-
library that you can see. All right, but it is 11 o'clock. So as we begin to look for the way to get out of here, you think that you've killed everything on this level anyway.
There is a
Or-
room we didn't examine off the summoning room.
What do you mean?
Oh,
This
that
room
one
here
in
is
the
the
doorway?
summoning
There was
room.
like a little room off there or something.
Yeah. This is the summoning room. There's another room right like back here that we didn't look at.
Okay.
Well, we'll start there next time.
Sounds good
Is
to
it the
me.
last- Is it the last room we have?
Except for
At
the
least that we know
going
about
out,
right now.
going out to the balcony.
Right.
There's a bunch of tentacles out there, though.
Yeah.
We can get rid of those. You can gnash them now if you like. Useless things.
The tentacles?
Yeah.
They just had dimension door at will. Is what did it. We're just gonna dimension door out of there anyway. All right. Anything else before we stop for tonight?
That's it for now.
All right, sounds
Making
good.
progress, and
See you guys in 2 weeks.
we'll
Yep.
finish
Have a
this by
great couple weeks.
2027. I can feel it. All right.
Happy
All right.
Groundhog Day, everybody.
All right.
All right. Thanks,
Good night, guys.
guys.
All right,
Have a
guys.
good one.
Good night.
Night, Jennifer.